Telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
That's my water!
Hello and welcome. You're watching ICTV and our telecast of the 2021 AFL Central Australia Community Footy Grand Final Day. Our second grand final of the day about to come up. It's a Division 2 decider between Mount Allan and Titjikala. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Joe Clark, a man who would have a pretty wide smile on his face at the moment after that thriller in the under-18 grand final. He's been helping out Plenty Highway. Joe, that was a fantastic win and what a start to the day.
Oh, for sure, Stan. I just stuck by the script, you know. Nothing can go over a goal today. And I didn't do nothing about that shot after the siren. There's nothing much we can do. But, you know, first bit of silverware for the Highwaymen and, yeah, good feeling, no doubt.
And look, as much as we're happy for them, we feel for Ginger Port. It takes two great teams to have a game like that. It's just sad that one of them has to lose, but Gingers have had plenty of success at under-18 level over the years. And, look, well done to the Highwaymen to get there first.
Oh, for sure, Stan. And, you know, and it's great. You know, they've been one before and they got absolutely touched up. But today they played full four-quarter effort. And, you know, I think against the Breeze in that last, when we had our backs against the wall, we lost that premiership quarter. But for us to still hang in there, keep in there and, you know, yeah, things that meant to happen, and that's what's happened for us. And you know, well done to everyone out there. And like you say, Ginger Port are solid. They've always had solid juniors, and yeah, they gave it all their best today. There's no doubt about that.
If you're going to win one, you may as well win it against the best, and that's what's happened now. Titjikala versus Mount Allan, a Division 2 grand final about to come your way. Mount Allan last week took care of Plenty Highway, and look, I think most of us have watched Central Australian footy over the years would have penciled in Plenty Highway as hot favourites for that game. They're a former Division 1 club, but Mount Allan, perhaps the greatest win in their history, to win that game by 74 points and march into another grand final. They lost a decider against the Willara Double Blues a couple of years ago. A chance for them to get their first ever premiership in their own right. They might have been half of the Madura Cowboys in the old days, but they haven't won one as Mount Allan. And Titjikala, they're also looking for their first flag too, but they've been in the Div 2 grand final before. A couple of lean years since then, but they're back in it now.
Yeah, for sure, Stan. And, you know, I think a couple of noticeable ins for Titjikala for mine today. Aaron Sharp in, and also Thomas Gorry.
He didn't play the earlier finals.
No, he hasn't. So two big ins for them. And
huge ins.
What too big to bring in the last dance. But going on what you were saying about Mount Allan, they came with an attitude to play team football, 4 quarters, and that's what they got. They did get the result quite easily. It's been the biggest margin, Stan, in all of the final series that we've been involved in, and it was over 10 goals. I think it was 70 points in the end, and it was huge.
And we don't even normally see that when they match up against communities their own size. They've done it against one of the big ones.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Now, you mentioned a couple of great recruits there for Titjikala. Tell you what, Mount Allan got a pretty handy one too, the Iron Curtain. Yeah. Kurt Abbott, been a champion for T3 over the years, and I think he's played in all 4 of Rover's CAFL Premier League premierships too, so he's been a handy one to get over there. He's gone over to offer a little bit of guidance to a couple of young blokes he works with at Urara College, the Wizard Wendell Patterson and
awesome.
Zach Stafford.
That's awesome.
So he's doing it as a mentoring role.
Speaking of Staffords, I don't see a Daniel.
Not on the team sheet.
But yeah, he will be a noticeable.
He's out there.
He is out there.
Is he? I'm just looking at the huddle now.
I don't think he is.
He might not be. That's massive.
That is massive because he
kicked a handful of goals last week.
He was the difference, and he handed off a handful as well.
So we can only assume he's injured.
Oh, for sure, unless he missed the bus this morning. Just
looking at the screen there, Mount Allan supporters over the fence putting up the banner. Gee, there's been a great effort by the supporters too. Plenty Highway, the banners they had down around the Pioneer Hill fence, fantastic. Ginger Porter did likewise. We can even see them popping up over the far side of the ground now. Papunya got one up over there as well. So a terrific effort by the supporters.
Oh, for sure. And speaking of supporters, it's amazing how we come at this last time of the day. I mean, all the Gingy supporters are tipped out. and plenty of always supporters are tipped out, and in come Mount Allan and of course Titjikala. But
and still to come, Western Orida, Hermansburg and Papunya.
oh, that should be if you're ringing up any of those communities that we just mentioned, don't bother, because there'll be no answer today. They're all in town. If not, they'll be watching ICTV, Stan.
We're going to take a short break because we're well ahead of scheduled start time here. I mean, both teams look like they're ready to go, but I think we've still got a fair break before the game is actually scheduled for its advertised starting time.
You're
so
correct.
We'll take a break on ICTV. We'll come back when the action starts here at Traeger Park. It's the centre of Australian football.
ICTV, showing your way, my way, our way. Highway.
Hi, I'm Nicky Hayes, founder of Spinifex Skateboards, and you're watching ICTV, showing our way.
Yeah, hello, my family at Yundumu and Rajamano and Alikurang. I miss you, Mom. I'm still here at Alice Spring. I don't know when I'll go back home, visit that old man. Take a while. I have to stay here, next to the hospital. Yeah, I was born at Yundumu, and that's where I was born. My birthplace is Mission Creek, and from there we move up to Ogle Creek. That's Rajamanu, and that's where I grew up in Rajamanu, second community. And then I lost my dad there and my family, and I moved back to Alikurang, my third community. Then I stayed there for nearly a long time. I was living there nearly 30 years at Alikurang. Then I moved up here when I was sick now to Alice Spring. That's all I have to say.
ICTV, doing our way, doing our way.
All the Central Australian footy finals action is coming your way.
On ICTV this weekend.
This Sunday at Traeger Park, Plenty Highway vs Mount Allan at 12.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. Each category is represented by a different colour. Young Way is yellow and features videos for kids and young people. These videos play on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
The videos on ICTV come from hundreds of different contributors, all sharing their video stories. ICTV is based in Alice Springs, where we're proud to play videos from contributors living in remote communities all over Australia. ICTV is proud to present the Contributor Profiles Project, showcasing some of the amazing contributors making videos for ICTV.
What's good about community television is that it shares these amazing stories from all parts of the country that you probably would have never have heard if it weren't for this platform with ICTV.
I guess why the reason.
And welcome back to ICTV and our coverage of the 2021 AFL Central Australia Community Footy Grand Final Day. Division 2 Grand Final about to come your way. Mount Allan versus Titjikala. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Joe Clark. The teams have been out on the oval ready to go for about 15 minutes. The umpire's just heading out there now, and it looks like we might have a start that's slightly ahead of the scheduled start time, Joe.
Oh, for sure, Stan. They're probably out there 7 minutes before the normal scheduled time. They like to get out there 10 minutes before. But, yeah, interesting one for mine. The players have been out there for at least quarter of an hour already, and they're doing a lot of talking in their huddles, but a lot of instruction going in amongst them. But very interesting, though, starting the game early.
Well, my major concern is for supporters travelling in from out bush, expecting the game to start at that particular time. And we mentioned that Daniel Stafford wasn't there when Mount Allan first ran out on the ground. Now he is out there and he's going over towards the coin toss. Maybe the early start time caught even out one of the star players.
Oh, for sure, mate. He's probably in the line that there's a line of probably 300 people to get through the gate too, you know. So, again, those spectators that have travelled in a long way, they're expecting a start to happen in 15 minutes, but I think they're going to get it closer than that. But, yeah, like you say, they're in the middle of the ground, going to toss up the coin. Stan, there is a breeze out there, but it is...
You can kick goals against it. We saw it in the under
and it's switching. You know, so it favours one end, and then all of a sudden, halfway through the quarter, it'll switch.
Always windy grand final day here in Central Australia. The difference is today, though, Joe, it's actually cold with the wind. Last year was even windier than this, and about 35 degrees as well. It was a thoroughly foul day. I reckon the conditions, despite the wind, not too bad for some good footy today.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You know, those when you go smother the ball, they're not as they're a little bit harder because it is colder, but it is great football. Good football weather and great grand final weather. It's the sun's threatening to come through, but yeah, I think we've got a top temperature of 20 today. I'm not quite sure who won the toss then, Stan, but the umpires are in charge. I can see there's umpire Nipris and Michael Littles. There's a couple of experienced umpires out there.
Terry Bell doing the goals, so they've got probably the man with the most games ever umpired in the history of the game anywhere in the country, I reckon.
Oh, for sure.
Terry Bell.
Sure.
He's done thousands here in Central Australia. As field, boundary, And now goal.
Yeah, Stan, I think we're going to be in for a crackerjack. There's no doubt with this one. Both clubs chasing their first flag, and how exciting it is for both of them, because at the end of the day, one of them will have some silverware. There's 3 on offer. We've had 1 run and 1, and that silverware's going out east, gone to Plenty Highway.
Battle of the big birds too. Eagles versus Hawks.
Oh yeah, it should be cracking.
Birds of prey.
Should be a cracker, Stan. There's no doubt about it. Terence Waluka, he's going to be starting in the ruck.
And Wendell, the Wizard Patterson for Mount Allen.
No big surprises in the middle of the ground. Baden Peckham, he's lining up there, and Aaron Sharp, he's a big in. Also, he's in there. And, of course, Conway, he's in there for Titjikala.
The smiling assassin, Barney Conway, goes hard.
Mikey Tillmouth for Mount Allen, he's in there. And, of course, Ronson Campbell.
It might be a bit of a move there for Mount Allen. I reckon Mikey Tillmouth played off the half-back line really well last week.
And he's got a lovely disposal, Stan.
Throwing him into the guts. Here it is, the Div 2 Grand Final about to get underway at Traeger Park. The centre of Australian football. Will Yuka wins a tap forward for the Hawks. Mikey Tillmouth gathers the footy. He's lost it when tackled. Titjikala get it at half forward. Quick kick in towards goal from Zachariah Campbell. Drifts out into the forward pocket. Thomas Gorey there. Tried to use some body work to get hands on the footy. He couldn't. Close to the boundary line, the Mount Allen defenders eventually get it over the line about 50 out from goal. That was the Iron Curtain, Kurt Abbott back there to apply the defensive pressure.
I think that's he's gone back there, standing there back 6. He's been up around the ball the last couple of weeks.
I think that's his. So that might be a swap with Tillmouth basically, but I think that's Kurt Abbott's spot.
Oh, for sure. Ball's tossed in. Titjikala that's in there attacking 50. No one can win it. Oh, this man Kenny tries to get his hands on it. There's Brandon Douglas. Still in there, still needed to be won. Oh, good stuff on that left foot. There's Sharp. Aaron, he gets it back in the middle of the ground. Oh, Cowboys do well, sorry. Mount Allen. Free kick.
They used to be half the Cowboys once upon a time, didn't they?
For sure. That was against Douglas, Brandon Douglas. Short chip, Liam Long. He was handy last week. He's got that lovely left foot raking kick.
He's a speedster too.
He's got one short. He's got another one over the top. He elects to go middle, a bit more central. Sends Mikey Tillmouth a task. He can't get his hands on the football. Well done there by Titjikala. They just handball it forward. Baden Peckham, he's got a long way to go. He bounces on it, bounces straight back up. Ball goes over to Titjikala, who just go forward. And nice uncontested mark there. Good shepherd there by Barnabas Jack.
Tyron James will have the first serious shot at goal here for Titjikala. They are kicking with what we think is the aid of a breeze worth a couple of goals. But in a grand final, you want to get that steadier and you want to get it quick. Just to settle the nerves. Tyrone James, it's a good looking kick off the boot, but the wind gets it late. Through for one behind. There's the first score of the Div 2 Grand Final. Titjikala get it.
It's taken 2 minutes, Stan, to get a score on the board. We'll expect that.
I reckon it took 2 minutes to actually get a clear kick at the start of the Under-18 Grand Final. Such was the pressure out there. It was like a rugby scrum.
Oh, for sure. We're back out here. The ball kicks out wide. Nice work. Nice contest there by Norm Hagan. He's got a teammate over the top. He goes there. Brandon Pearce. Pearce, where's the next link in the chain?
BP.
He goes down the line to his teammate there. He just cannot get a handle on the football, and he's just pushed it over the boundary right in front of the respective benches, and it's going to be a toss in. Umpire Nipra says it's going to go up there. Throw it in, lad. Bit short.
Yeah, the ruckman not giving themselves a lot of room. Is that Summerfield doing some ruck work?
Yep.
He got the tap away. Not necessarily to the advantage of a teammate. Wendell Patterson knocks it forward in Mount Allen's direction. Titjikala players trying to come against the tide. Gee, some solid body work in there too. A hawk upended. Now with the helmet on, Zachariah Campbell nose over the footy. Taken away from him though. Jonas Turner goes forward. Stafford's there. He's taken the mark. Within goal kicking range, only about 25 metres out and hardly any angle to speak of. This is the most dangerous player on the ground.
Oh, for sure, Stan. First time in their forward 50, and they've got their marquee player who's taken it.
I guess we should probably mention he's a Daniel Stafford Jr. too. Did have the pleasure of commentating his old man who played, I reckon, in that premiership for the Amadura Cowboys way back.
Oh, for sure, mate. And, he's even gone back having a shot. He's barking instructions, telling his teammates where to go just in case he misses it.
We expect him to kick this one. One of the great goal kickers in Central Australian footy over the last decade. There's one at the other end of the ground too, Thomas Gorey, but Daniel Stafford strikes first for Mount Allen. They're one straight goal, 6 Titjikala, 1 point on the Power and Water scoreboard. Here's the First Nations Foundation live action replay. Jonas Turner has had a pretty good final series.
You're right there, Stan. He just kicked it into space. Stafford is smart enough to just run into it and take that grab, and we know what Staff can do in front of those big sticks, Stan, and that's what win games of football.
We kicked over handful last week.
That always happens in footy, Stan. One team dominates for 5 minutes, can't get a score, have it dominate in their forward 50.
Straight up the other end.
Inside forward 50, straight through. Back in the middle of the ground, umpire Nipris as he's going to throw it high in the sky. Mulder, he goes up, he wins it down. Peckham, he can't get his hands on the football. Mount Allen do, they belt it forward. Oh, good work, and that was well done there by, I don't have a 19.
Me neither.
He's lost their handle on the football, gets a handball over the top. And there's Davey Briscoe. Briscoe has a flying shot. It's wide, and it's registered no score. Umpire Bell says out of bounds on the full. Titjikala, they get on their stakes. Nah, Michael Little says give it back. Umpire in charge down here. Division 2 grand final. And I think that's
Moses Mulder.
Moses Mulder. He was doing some ruck duties there, and he's gone back to the fullback stand. But I think Barney Jack needs a bit more out of him today. Might see him in the middle of the ground. He'd get anyway. Good mark. Zachariah Campbell it is, the headgear guy. He goes with that left foot kick. He goes over looking for Hayes. Noel.
One of the more experienced campaigners.
Oh, for sure. Jetstar, brother of Qantas Kenny. He goes down the line. Sharp. He can't take a mark. He's got Mikey Tilmouth to beat. He couldn't get his handle on the football. Sharp. Gets out of his. He does the big don't argue. Goes with that lovely left foot kick inside the forward line looking for
good
teammate
mark.
in Titjikala. Has a flying shot. And that was Jason McMillan, the big Mack truck.
Took some experience to dislodge the opponent there because that was Kurt Abbott. And if you can outbody him in the marking contest, you've done well. Jason McMillan been around a long time. Long kick in for Mount Allen. They go down the Gap Road side of the ground. Here's the racehorse. He's not a long shot because you'd be putting your money on him, Liam Long. Couple of bounces. Long kick up towards the half-forward flank area. They spilt the mark, but time to recover. The little handball goes through to Marcus Briscoe. Briscoe inside 50. Oh, down low to the ground. Nice pick up, Daniel Stafford, but good chase too. Ball over the line or play on, and the Hawks will clear. They come out to the half-back flank on that far side of the ground. Jason, I thought it was Jason McMillan, but perhaps not over there. Titjikala. Just getting the kick away in a nick of time was Moses Mulder. It's been picked up by Mount Allen. They go forward and inside 50 again. Well, just outside 50 where the mark's been taken. Too far out to score here. You'd just be wanting Stafford to get the goal square. Instead, he offers a lead. And the kick goes in that direction. So they worked it out pretty well in the end.
Oh, Stafford shows his opponent the ball too. He's gone back and he likes his chances, Stan.
Well, we know distance not an issue.
This will test his hamstrings. He's had sore hamstrings the last month or so.
All right, well, under normal circumstances, you think 50, no problems for this bloke. We've seen him roost, I reckon I saw a 65 to 70 metre torpedo goal here. Once upon a time, the old Cowboys days.
Lining up for his club second, he's second.
Bang.
Let go outside forward 50. Distance not a worry, Stan, just not the accuracy.
No worries at all. And that breeze out there probably impacted as well. So first minor score to Mount Allen, then 1-1-7. Titjikala at 2 points on the Power and Water scoreboard.
Hayes it is for Titjikala. He plays on, he just gets it outside the forward 50. He's kicked it to his opposition though.
Is it Cassium Jones or Liam Long?
Long.
Liam Long. Whoa, and that's long. An almighty kick, a torpedo right into the goal square, ball off hand, and seen through for a behind again to Mount Allen, but a mighty kick from the young fella there. He's still eligible for under 18s, Liam Long. I think he plays 18s for South.
Oh, wow.
He's had a couple of decent years of senior finals footy under his belt now too.
They're trying to be crafty out of defence there, Titjikala, just playing possession football.
Chipping it around.
Baz Kavanagh working his next link of the chain. He just chips it up. He goes looking for Mack Truck. Can't take a mark, but his teammate Ken, and that's Terence Wilyuka. Wilyuka, he goes back in the middle of TIO Traeger Park looking for Baden Peckham. Peckham just makes a contest with front on contact. Free kick, Mount Allen.
And footy will be taken by Warren Briscoe. Oh, met solidly there by Baden Peckham after booting the ball, and the free kick's been paid upfield. Gee, if that was me, I'd now be talking like that, because I reckon that would have knocked all the air out of my lungs. Short kick forward by Callum Daniels. Mikey Tillmouth now goes long in the Stafford direction. Some good body work. Oh, terrific one-handed mark taken back there by Nolly Hayes. And he'll clear up the last line of defence for the Hawks.
I think Nolly Hayes has got the job to go and be second man up against Stafford. Oh, good work here by Conway Barney. He just gets it out of there. He goes looking for, there's two out there. Titjikala Hawks. They play on down the line, and good work, good position there.
I reckon Lloyd Waluka.
Lloyd Waluka goes over the top looking for Kavanagh. Good work inside forward 50, Doogie. Thomas Gorry, he can't get his hands on the football. He gets in front again. He just tries to put a block on. Oh, they've got to play it all out the back there if they want him. Sharp it is. He goes shorter, but he kicks it to the wrong spot. There were blokes at the back there that they could have been away. Mount Allen, nevertheless. Mikey Tillmouth. He's got to play it running with him if he wants him. He just chips it over the top. Stan.
They've got it on the half-forward flank now. Cassian Jones. Players streaming forward for Mount Allen. Jones picks one of them out. Mark taken out wide by Davey Briscoe. Next kick goes inside 50. They're looking for Stafford on the lead out from full forward. Couldn't take the mark. Under a bit of pressure here, the Hawk defence. Handball partly smothered, spilled over towards Hudson Mitchell. He's in a little bit of trouble. Frank Gorey there. He slipped out a nice slick handball. Now the kick into the centre, but that's misdirected. Straight to Mount Allen, and Mikey Tillmouth picks up another possession. Looking for Liam Long, who couldn't quite hold on to the one-hander. Barney Jack comes in and picks it up. Pops a little handball out towards the wing and then follows it up and sockers it off the ground, the big fella, and now he's after it.
Oh, well done,
Liam
Barney
Long
Jack.
a little bit too quick, but I tell you what, Barney Jack is still putting in the big ones out there. Eventually, I think the foot race will be won by Mount Allen. Nemai along with it, and he goes long up to the half-forward flank to Marcus Briscoe.
Briscoe, it is. He comes back in board. He goes looking for Cassian Jones. Jones inside. Mikey Tillmouth, he's had a lot of it. He crosses the 50-metre arc. He has a shot from 40 out. He's long. Stafford puts on a block. Mikey Tillmouth kicks his first goal for the afternoon. And Mount Allen, they extend their lead, Stan. It's the biggest margin for the game to date, and that's 12 points.
And they're doing it into a breeze, which has switched around a little bit during the course of the day, but we think they're kicking into it at the moment. That one right to the goal line, and Stafford in a wrestling contest. They didn't get the second man up to go against him then, and that would have been handy. They might have been able to get a finger on that.
Stan, we spoke about that move with the Iron Curtain and Tillmouth. That's working already because Tillmouth's had a handful of it already, and he's been responsible for him kicking one, but getting it inside.
Here's the First Nations Foundation live action replay. 45 out, Mikey Tillmouth. This might not have got there without the wrestling on the boundary line. Out of the middle goes Barney Conway. No, so Lloyd Waluka. No, it's Aaron Sharp. Third go, I'll get it right. Long kick right to the goal square. The ball through hands and out into the back pocket. Mount Allen a chance to clear, but a little bit of a fumble there by the player who went for the bounce. He's lost control of it. It's gone over the boundary line. We'll get a boundary throw in the footy deep in the forward pocket.
That was a classic Aaron Sharp centre
Titjikala.
clearance then, Stan. Just hands on the football and just steams out of there. That lovely raking left foot kick. If they can get onto a few of them in this game, they'll be better for it. Mount Allen, they run it out. They go out wide through Kurt Abbott. He goes out looking for and finding Kieran Campbell. No, sorry. Kieran Campbell. Campbell's got another teammate over the top in Ronson Campbell. Where's the next link in the chain for Mount Allen? He was hit late, nevertheless, taking a mark there by Titjikala. Hayes, Noel, he's done well. He's given it out to his teammate out there, and Robbie Daniels. Daniels over the top. Nice possession. Just couldn't get his hands on the football there in Mark Waluka. They were away then.
Boundary throw in on the far side of the ground. And gee, the crowd certainly building up over on that side at the moment. Seems to be a stack of Hawk supporters over there, just to the right of what you're seeing on screen at the moment. Frank Gorey to do some ruck work here. Up against Wendell Patterson. Oh, gee, it was a low throw in. Gorey got the tap, but it's been rowed beautifully by Kurt Abbott, so he got away from the half-back line. And he got the footy to a teammate there. Kick went inside 50 from Ronson. Campbell went up to the attacking 50, but a good mark
That was gutsy.
Titjikala taking it half back.
Gutsy, 120 kilos of Daniel Stafford running straight at you.
Kick comes towards Moses Mulder. Couldn't quite grab it first go on the half-back flank. 2-on-1 here in favour of the Hawks. And one on hands and knees is the mystery number 19 here for Mount Allan. Little soccer off the ground. Gets the ball moving forward. Titjikala's direction. Jonas Turner comes out to meet it. Gathers the footy. Kicks it back inboard. Spotted a player in plenty of space there. Mark taken on the chest by Davey Briscoe. He plays on. Low trajectory pass marked by Stafford on the lead.
Yeah, that is a nice work inside forward 50.
Lots of headaches here for the Titjikala coaching bench. They've got to work out what to do about Stafford.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried Nolly Hayes going back there, but then Nolly Hayes' opponent's loose.
So Stafford shooting for his second. 40 metres out. The angle's only slight. Chance for Mount Allan's third. Be a lightning start into the breeze. Just a couple of casual steps for Stafford, but that is a lovely looking kick off the boot. Straight through the middle for his second goal. Mount Allan 3-2. 20. Titjikala 2 points. Power and Water scoreboard.
Yeah, Stan, I think you hit the nail on the head. That let's have a look at it again on the live action First Nation Foundation action replay. Stafford just goes back a couple of steps and just leans back on this.
They've probably got to work on getting some numbers back, someone to stand in front of that leader. I know it's you mentioned before you don't want that many kilos of Daniel Stafford charging at you, but I don't know what else they do to stop it. There's a shot of the Hawks supporters over on the far side of the ground. Gee, they've come out in force.
Oh, for sure. And how spectacular does this ground do look at this time of the year, Stan, with everyone in their supporter kits?
Yeah, look, one of the finest football grounds anywhere in Australia. Traeger Park, it's the centre of Australian footy and it's the centre of action today. Umpire Nipris throws it up in the middle.
Gorry, Frank the Tank, he wins it down, gives it on to Sharp. Another centre clearance. That lovely left foot kick inside forward 50. Can Titjikala take a mark? No, Mount Allan try to win it out of there. They just run it out. They're doing quite well in the back six, but they're the pressure here by Jason McMillan. He just stops, snaps for goal, and kicks a goal like all good veterans do, forward line players. Stan?
The Mack truck, done it plenty of times for Ginger Porter over the years, now doing it for Titjikala, and they needed that one. That might steady the nerves a little bit. Here's the First Nations Foundation live action replay. Sold a bit of candy there too, did the Mack truck.
Yeah, and he wound the clock back then, Stan.
He's been a quality player for a long, long time. Obviously, look, Ginger Porter have been a force in Div 1 and maybe thinking his time done there, but I've still got something to offer.
Ronson Campbell's he's got a job on Aaron Sharp here to tag Sharp because she got some clearances too
Didn't
easy.
work. We almost got that.
It nearly did. He laid on a block though. Mount Allan do well, lay on some tackles, but kicked out of there. The Hawks, but cut off again by Mount Allan. Good
nice
work
mark.
out of defence there. And that was Hudson Mitchell.
He's a Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk. Wow. He goes out wide. 2-1 out here. Bounces. Didn't get the best bounce. Warwick Simmons can't get his hands on the football. Barney Conway chases. Prop. Stops. Slinging. Umpire Michael Little says, you just can't do that, son. Free kick. And that's going to go to, I don't have a number.
Wendell Patterson.
Wendell Patterson. He just kicks it inside forward 50. And there's just all Hawks there. They've got into that hole there, Stan, for Stafford.
And that's a Hudson Hawk doing it again. Hudson Mitchell. Some directions to his teammate further afield. And he'll just pop the short one out wide to the halfback flank. Nolly Hayes there. Couldn't get the mark. Nice little spin out of trouble though as Davey Briscoe arrived to try and lay the tackle. The kick up to the half forward flank though has been intercepted by Norman Hagan. So we call him Norman Hagan III.
Norman Hagan III. Just discovered this week Uncle Norm's gone back to Darwin. Hope you tuned in there in Darwin anyway, Uncle Norm. Mount Allan, they get it through Cassian Jones. They just belted inside their forward 50. Good contest, Stan.
Jonas Turner, he's another marking option. They've got a twin towers up there.
So he's going looking for the next tower.
Oh,
Stafford!
there it is.
Stafford. He's going for his third, Stan, directly in front. You'd write him down. He's kicked two harder ones than this.
And this could be a match-winning opening term burst here. I know there's a long way to go to grand final, but gee, Mount Allan are doing this into the breeze.
Into the breeze.
The thing is now, if they start putting a lot of thought into how do we stop Stafford, someone else is going to bob up.
Oh, for sure.
And Jonas Turner is showing us he's quite capable too. So Stafford, 35 metres out, directly in front. Whoop, a little bit of a ball. Yeah, a stop-start, but it doesn't matter. Puts it through for another one. He's got 3 on the board, and Mount Allen have got 4. So they've answered the opening goal from Titjikala with one of their own. Yeah, on the First Nations Foundation live action replay, we see Jonas Turner kicking it to the big man. And again, only one opponent there. They do need that second bloke in to come in with the fist.
Derek Summerfield was too mindful of Daniel Stafford instead of watching where the football was, and all Stafford done was turn around and put his mitts out, and he had no pressure.
And in fairness to Summerfield, in the weight department, it's not a good matchup.
Oh, for sure. But again, Stan, you've got to stop the supply. And the midfielders need to be a bit more caring. And Mikey Tillmouth's been great. And they're changing out of the back line, I reckon. Ball's tossed up. Good work again there. And that was Namail Long. He gets it out to his teammate there, but well done there by Titjikala. Sharp. Don't argue. He goes with that left foot, lovely left foot kick. He goes over looking for Robbie Daniels. He's talking about don't argue. He's been tackled high. Umpire Michael Little's right there on the spot. And free kick.
Showed a bit of footy there.
Oh, for sure. And that was Lloyd Wilyuka. Wilyuka goes short looking for Conway. Conway takes an uncontested mark. And he needs to just go back and have a shot here.
Gee, I reckon the Mount Allen defender, he's being brought back now. He cribbed about 5 metres there on the mark. Now there's no one standing the mark. Eventually he comes back. Well, a shot after the bell.
Could he get a 50 or not?
Titjikala really need this. A 50 could still be paid after the bell if there's an infringement. So big kick here. Barney Conway, the smiling assassin.
No,
and there's
50.
a whistle. There's the 50.
50 metre penalty. Michael Little's he's given the warning.
The answer to your question, Joe, is yes.
Yes, because he kept going and the warnings were issued, and that's just not good for Mount Allen.
Well, they've given up a certain goal here.
I'm writing it down, Stan.
Barney Conway won't be missing this one. The man on the mark, if there was one, would be right on the line according to the umpire there, but no one even bothering. He could have dribbled that one along the ground and through. Barney Conway pops it through for a goal after the quarter-time siren. And he breathes a little bit of life into Titjikala's grand final hopes. They're 2-2-14, 12 points behind Mount Allen, 4-2-26. Just got First Nations Foundation live action replay here. And, big jump forward.
Yep.
So, umpire on the spot and he's paid the 50.
Yeah,
and that was going to miss.
Yep.
So, what could have been a point or even out on the full, now a goal to Titjikala just when they needed it. It's quarter time in our Division 2 grand final. Stay with us on ICTV. More action coming your way soon.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
Don't leave the tap on!
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? That's my water. What will you do? Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? We're looking for leaks. That's my water. What will you do?
COVID-19 pachin apmarindana wana. Unda rare yarwala jaka. COVID-19 kadananda la anona nalkadanto rambarichina. And anona hospital wana alachina. Agayanga jangar machine aranama and iloma pak. Charjat nengal kaderama. Hospitala oyana help me lama mapa. Vaccine and renana. Anonema Moirail. Congress client Maba, 16 years old and Anbara, it na voice a vaccine in them. Itala Ramala, Akuko war blood clots in nama. Moira war gerama, COVID-19 gadama package. Unda inama vaccine atara, nganaindandaram. Number nana ring a melai. 1-800-570-688 and Pokamelaying Wena. Pojan Congress client Mabala, Angai Clinica.
Did you know us Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are born with the best vision in the world?
It's true.
Yeah, and you also need good eyes to mark and kick the footy.
Yeah.
Did you also know that some kids in communities have sick eyes from trachoma?
Is that where you wash your face whenever it's dirty to have strong eyes and stop trachoma?
Sure is, Jay. It's fun and easy too.
So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
COVID-19 will come here. Will you be ready? COVID-19 sickness will make us so sick we go to hospital, need a machine to breathe, maybe die. If lots of people get sick.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
Don't leave the tap on!
You're watching ICTV and our coverage of the 2021 AFL Central Australia Community Footy Grand Final Day. Quarter time in the Div 2 Grand Final. A 12-point lead to Mount Allan on the Power and Water scoreboard. 4-2-26, Titjikala 2-2-14. We're getting texts left, right and centre. Joe, so people are watching.
Yeah, no, they are. Interstate, all over around the place. But, you know, Stan, that game, the first quarter was dominated there by Mount Allan.
Really into the breeze.
Into the breeze, and then, you know, to Titjikala's credit, they got that one on the death, this end of that quarter. But, you know, we are in for a crack at
Cheerio to our texters. You got one from Gibson Turner. I got one from Cyril Rioli. Not the Hawthorn one, the St Mary's champion. The father of the Hawthorn one. Playback underway. Second term of the grand final.
Oh, the Hawks, they go try to tap it out of there, but Namaya Long, I think it is from Mount Allan, he just bangs it forward. The big Jonas Turner makes a contest there, trying to weave and get out of there. Yeah. The umpire swallowed his whistle. Play on. Zach Campbell it is. He goes out, the headgear guy. He goes looking for Warwick Simmons, but cut off there by Storman Norman Hagen III. Hagen, he goes over the top. Wendell Woods lost his wood. Free kick there, and it was going to go against the 24.
Warren Briscoe gets it.
Briscoe it is for Mount Allan. He just bangs it inside the forward 50. Stafford! Classic Stafford. Run and jump at it, and he's just going back and another have a shot here, Stan.
I'm just scanning the field for Titjikala here. I don't know if they've got anyone out there that can match the height.
No one's on the mark either. No one's on the mark. The bloke that is on the mark, he's got about another 5 metres.
Well, he kicked him this distance into the breeze in the first term. This is with the breeze, and he's made no mistake. He's made that look easy. Daniel Stafford, 4 goals. And we're only a minute into the second term of the grand final.
Oh, for sure, Stan. Danger signs already for Titjikala. Like you said, you look around, and there's no one there that could take him.
You can almost tell the bloke who's going to engrave the BAG medal to put the D down.
Yeah.
For the start of Daniel.
Oh, for sure. Moses Mulder, for mine, he wants to go back there and do the job on Stafford, but he's had his chance. He's got a very short opponent, Stafford, in Nolly Hayes.
And that's one of the things you really, that most people have difficulty matching up on. Is his height. He's tall, he's mobile with it, and he's highly skilled as well.
Oh,
but
sure.
you've got to match that. You've got to match him in the height department.
Ball's back in the middle. It's just been tossed up there. Umpire Michael Little gives it. Oh, good centre clearance there by Baden Peckham. He gets it on to Conway. Conway belts it inside their forward 50. Stacks on the mill. Oh, well done out of there.
He's gone back now.
He's gone back, and he set him up in that first term. He gets it over to Long. Long can't get his hands on the football. Malta just tries to... Oh, they couldn't work that one out. Titjikala. Oh, this bloke can. Long. He goes down the line. Well done there by Zach Campbell, cutting it off there. The headgear guy. Good running through there by Mount Allan. The only thing he forgot was the football stand.
Namaya Long. Umpire spotted a free. Player held one not in possession as a signal. It's going to go Mount Allan's way. Titjikala player down on the ground, not moving.
They're going to umpire's
they're going to hold this one up.
I reckon
we might have a player in a little bit of trouble here, just by the
he
looks of that on screen.
I think he might be. He might be.
Could be a bit of strife here. Been rolled over, and now there's a bit of remonstration going on. I don't know if there was anything untoward in it all. The free kick was actually going the other way. Yeah. Just for those who are concerned, I think it's Matthew Gibson player on the ground for Titjikala. He is moving.
Yep.
And now getting to his knees and feet. Here's the replay. First Nations Foundation live replay. Oh, right. Dump to the ground. And probably should be a Titjikala free kick. I think confusion there. The umpire's pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah, no, it was a Titjikala free kick.
He's pointed
that
way, so that would be a Mount Allen signal.
He did make a mistake though, Michael Little. The umpire, the ball is still in Titjikala's
Got
hand.
the decision right, no doubt about that. That was a sling tackle, and fair enough. Good to see everyone's okay.
Yep. Titjikala, they go inside forward 50. Oh no, it's just outside the forward 50 in actual fact. Tillmouth, he can't. Good pressure. As against Moses Mulder, I think you'll see a free kick here.
A couple of little spot fires out there at the moment, and the umpire's spotted one of them out here on the flank, and he's looking for his card.
Yeah, there's a card.
There it is, the yellow card.
Moses Mulder it is.
Oh, goodness, they can ill afford that at the moment. There are a couple of goals, 3 goals down on the Power and Water scoreboard.
And, that they...
Now a man short.
For sure. For sure.
It's a grand final. I know it's hard to control the emotions when you're in one, but something that you just got to do.
It just heated back from that accidental KO knockout there, I think it was... things happen in football. It's how you get back from them and how you sort it out after it.
Is that Rico Martin? I don't know. That's who had 9. I don't think it is Rico, who wore 19 last week. We've got no 19 on our team sheet this week. It's a short pass to Namaya Long. He's got it on the back flank, and they'll give away a little bit of yardage here with a switch of play to BP Brendan Pearce. He marks it centre half back, then kicks it over to Lawrence Stafford. Stafford, luxury of time there for a little bit of a fun. They link up beautifully with handball through the middle. Mikey Tillmouth on the end of it, and he goes long looking for Stafford again. He took the front position away as the whistle got in the marking contest.
Turner.
Play on his head. There's a snap at goal by Josiah Cook. It's a goal.
That's a goal. That's his first for the afternoon. Stafford was appealing for a free kick, and that is Rico Martin, Stan, in the 19.
Rightio, so we've sold that one without Jono, who's multi-skilling today. He's probably delivering some fine camera work at the moment.
Yeah, probably.
He's probably thinking, gee, at least I'm not running up and down the steps here. So we just saw it on the First Nations Foundation live action replay. Josiah Cook with the quick snap, the quick thinking. Mount Allen, 24-point lead on the Power and Water scoreboard, 6-2-38 to Titjikala, 2-2-14. It is danger signs now for Titjikala. They've got to first stop the bleeding and then see what they can do about getting 1 or 2 on the board themselves.
Oh, for sure, Stan, because then, but we're only 6 minutes into this second term, and it is the biggest margin of the game to date.
We don't normally see margins like this. Mind you, Mount Allen are coming off a 74-point thumping in the prelim final, so they know what it's about.
Whoever wins this game is going to be first-time premierships. Ball's back in the middle, sharp, this way, that way. They don't argue. Left foot, inside forward 50. Well done there by Simmons. He gets around one tackle, handballs it over two. Oh, good work there.
Wasn't it?
Snapping around the corner, a bit late. The umpire says no free kick downfield. Minus score, Titjikala.
It was a great play, Damien Wells. Really was. He probably deserved a goal out of that, but the pressure was there as well. Oh, juggling mark taken from the kick in by Warren Briscoe now for Mount Allen. Comes to the wing, he's looking for Robbie Daniels. Summerfield comes in late, and gee, he got a fair old fist on that one. He sent that past the sacred tree, I think, down on the side of the grandstand.
Yeah, it did go a long way, and he made sure it got to the boundary line.
Boundary throw-in, footy in between the wing and half forward for Titjikala. They're 24 points behind on the Power and Water scoreboard.
Oh, Peckham.
Beautifully done by Baden Peckham, the roving off the ruck contest. The handball to Wells.
Wells, he gets it inside forward 50. These opponents slips down there. Thomas Gorry's in there putting a bit of pressure. He gets up with the football. He tries to do the don't argue.
Oh, he's called that over in the ball.
Dropping the football, son. Mount Allen, they just run it out of there through the speedsters there. And Callum Daniels, he gets it over the top, looking for and finding a mile long. Long, where's the next link in the chain from Mount Allen? Down the line, Kevin Coulthard it is. He can't beat Robbie Douglas. Goes out right, Trianoli's direction, Gap Road wing. Just ticked under 12 minutes here in the second term.
Stafford around the ruck contest here. I reckon if I was a Mount Allen player, I'd be saying, get down the goal square now.
Yeah,
in case
yeah.
we had a quick kick in.
Oh, for sure, and that's what he's doing. He's got no opponent either, Stan.
Gee, you can't afford that to happen. Oh, there's one waiting for him inside the 50, but probably good if you go with him.
Zach Campbell, he gets a clearance. He just goes
been good.
no man's land. Goes down the line, but it's cut off there by Coulthard. Coulthard goes inside forward 50. Good mark there by Ricky Doolan. Doolan, Titjikala, gap road wing. Oh, he finds an opponent there by himself, and that's Warwick Simmons. He's got a paddock. He's got all the time in the world. He goes short, looking for Gorry. Thomas Gorry has taken a mark inside forward 50.
And look, this bloke's quite capable of doing what Stafford's doing at the other end at the moment.
Just
and
not
if
getting
he
enough
gets,
supply.
If he gets more delivery like that, we can expect him to kick goals for Titjikala. He's a supreme goal kicker, this man.
Oh,
this is a tough shot, but if anyone can do it at Traeger Park, well, he probably can, because he's done it plenty of times before. Magnificent kick, Doogie. Thomas Gorey gets his first goal of the afternoon. No commentators curse there, Joe.
No
he backed
way.
us up.
No way, Stan. I think
terrific
they don't give out leading goal kicker awards, and he's had 7 AFL Central Australia Premier League, mind you.
So let's just have a look at the First Nations Foundation live action replay. That's the 50-metre line there, viewers. Right on it.
Yep.
And he's only a metre or two in from the boundary, so that angle is tight. He's probably got a cross breeze to deal with as well. Brilliant.
Brilliant. You wouldn't expect anything less from Doogie Gorry.
And it keeps Titjikala in it. They narrow the margin back to 17 points.
17 points, and we've just got 10 minutes to go in this second term.
They've taken notice of Power and Water, mate. They stopped the leaks for now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they've just got to find some way to pump some more water through.
That's it, and they've got to go through the big sticks. Mount Allen, they can't get it out of there, though. Good pressure there by Titjikala. Stacks on the mill. No free kick. Oh, it is a free kick. Umpire Nippers says free kick in the back, and that's going to go to Nehemiah Long.
So Long will probably kick just that. Long, he does. He's looking for Stafford from behind, and he takes the mark. 4 goals to his name, lining up for number 5. Doesn't seem to matter whether he's got the front position or he's coming from behind at the moment. He could probably jump the fence and get in there and take the grab. So Stafford, from what we've seen with his goal kicking today, no issue here. He's going to pass. Oh, all on his own in the goal square. Chest mark taken by Josiah Cook, and he can bang it through for his second.
Wow, that's unselfish. There's no doubt about that, Stan.
You've got to question the Titjikala defence, though. How could you have someone 30 metres on their own in the goal square?
By himself.
Just seen it on the First Nations Foundation live action replay. There's the grab by Stafford. And, look, casual as you like. No one there. 2 goals in this term to Josiah Cook.
And 1 to the bloke that just gave it to him. So on the Power and Water scoreboard, we have Mount Allen 7-2-44 in front, in control. Titjikala 3-3-21.
I think I said during the break, Joe, that Stafford, if he wasn't so unselfish, I reckon he's a chance of racking up 10 today, but he's already showed us.
Yeah, he would have we would have been halfway
selfish.
there.
He's
Halfway there if he kicked it. Ball's back in the middle of the ground. Rucks go at it. Comes down. No one held without the football. Free kick is going to go in favour of Rico Martin.
Oh, 50. And 50. It's all unravelling at the moment here for Titjikala.
They know you can't do this. It's just going to cost you a game of football.
Look, a few little things have cost them. I think there was a free kick paid upfield that might have resulted in a goal.
Very short 50, Stan.
Yeah, they've been 1 man down for 10 minutes due to a send-off. Now another 50 results in a shot at goal for Rico Martin. Just when they'd been trying to inch their way back into the contest, it won't be a goal. Stafford there, 1-on-1 marking contest with Fingers Summerfield. And I reckon, well, is that a free kick?
Yeah.
Certainly a bit of body contact going on in the marking contest. Stafford's got it again. Titus DeVangles, he's going to play around, open up the angle and slam it into the post for a point.
Wow, that's his first blemish for today. Just to extend their margin by that solitary point. It's out to 4 goals, 24-point margin in favour of Mount Allen. Noel Hayes it is. Hey, what's going on here? Free kick.
Yeah, by Nipris in the middle of the ground directing traffic.
The water boy.
Ah, the water boy in the 50 with the kick in. So it just depends whose water boy it is, really. And
it's Titjikala's.
The Mount Allen free kick.
Yeah, I think the Waterboy didn't know that he's not allowed to be inside the forward 50. And nevertheless, they play on Mount Allen. They chip it over and find Warren Briscoe. It is taking a mark inside forward 50. They're just scouting at the back stand, looking for the hands off.
Maybe a few 50-metre kickers hovering around there, looking for that little sly sideways handball and a chance to launch. Right on 50.
Coulthard, Kevin variety. Turner goes up, Stafford at the back. Still in there. They could shot on goal. It's missed everything, Stan.
Josiah Cook again.
Yeah, he's creating some havoc up forward, isn't he?
He's crumbing off Big Stafford. He'd be a small forward's delight, except for the fact he probably holds on to most of them and you don't normally get the crumbs, I suppose. Yeah. Titjikala moving the ball out of defence. They're going to go down the Gap Road side of the ground. It's a nice kick out to the half-back flank area.
Good run.
Travis now.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be wanting him up around the big sticks, I would think. He's a noted goal kicker and they need goals at the moment. It's nicely played there by Kurt Abbott, the Iron Curtain for Mount Allen. He goes long, looking for Nehemiah Long. Couldn't take the mark. Quick recovery. And his kick is a long one to Stafford. Down on his knees. Couldn't hold on to the mark. Jonas Turner gets there in the pocket. Shrugs off one tackle and gets a handball away to Stafford. Stafford now with a left foot snap around the body. Great goal. Now he's got 5.
Wow.
Could have been a bit easier if he held onto the mark when he was sliding along his knees on the ground. Here's the First Nation Foundation live action replay. Well done, Jonas Turner. Look at that from a bloke who's, 6'4", 5". The agility and the skill.
Wow.
Brilliant.
I reckon, Stan, I know I'm going to go a bit early here, but they've done the DA already.
Maybe an N.
N. Just hold it up. He's only got 5.
And someone's checking on the spelling of Stafford as well. Boy, oh boy.
Not bad for a bloke that came late. Kicking 5 hand and a couple off and just getting his team, setting them up to go towards a...
no right to expect a man of that size to be able to do that.
No way. He's just so talented. So talented. Speaking of talent, the ball's back in the middle of the ground. Oh, good. Wendell Patterson just belts it forward. Oh, good stuff, Mount Allen. They just go through Kieran Campbell inside forward 50. No one can take a mark, though, for Mount Allen. Titjikala got the numbers. They have one bounce out of the back line. Barney Jack could lay a shepherd on here if he wants to.
Look out if he
Gets the handball.
Oh!
He's got him a bit high. Nevertheless, Barney's still there. Needs to win it. He's got a very heavily strapped hand, Barney Jack.
Yeah, and heavily strapped thigh as well. The son of Desmond, one of the great goal kickers for Ginger Porter back in the late 90s, early noughties.
For sure. Here comes Stafford off, come for a break, mate. He's had enough already.
He's looking pretty tired. Wendell Patterson to do the ruck work. Well, that might open the door for Titjikala. They don't have to worry about him for a few minutes at least.
3 minutes to go in this quarter anyway.
Wendell the Wizard Patterson, and neither ruckman got a hand on that. Jumping into him, Terence Wilyuka. Ball heads forward in Mount Allen's direction. There's big Barney Jack. Gets his body over the top of it. Sharp is in there as well for Titjikala. He can't get out. Oh, Jack again taken high, surely. No. We'll get a ball up.
Hey, no free kick doing there.
He's having to go at ground level, though, the big fella. He throws it up and he wins the tap forward, Barney Jack. So well done, Barney. Conway swoops upon it. He has one bounce running through the centre of Traeger Park. A second bounce. Might have run himself into a little bit of trouble. The kick goes off the side of the boot out into the forward flank area where Liam Long has taken the mark for Mount Allen.
Long goes in the middle and finds the teammate there. And Mikey Tilmouth. Tilmouth goes even wider to his teammate, even wider out there in Zachary Stafford. Stafford gives it over the top to Kieran Campbell. He goes on to a teammate over the top, Long.
What a passage of play, Mount Allen.
That was the best passage of play of this afternoon, Stan.
And they didn't have Stafford to aim for inside the attacking 50, but they still found a target there.
He's being handy.
Noticed Kieran Campbell, we just called him getting a couple of kicks in the last minute or two. I can only recall calling his name once in the first term. Normally a big possession winner, so there's probably more to come from him.
Oh, for sure.
Because he is a very good player.
Nehemiah Long's been handy, Stan. He's going to line up here for his first for the afternoon.
45 out directly in front.
It's going down, making the umpire do a bit of work. minus score.
Mount Allen ticket over to 8-5-53 on the Parramatta scoreboard. Titjikala are 3-3-21. That's a 32-point lead. Got just under 2 minutes to go in this second term. Long kick in comes grandstand side in the front position there. Mark Wilyuka had the footy punched away. Matthew Gibson rides the first bump, then from hands and knees gets a handball away towards Damien Wells. They can't control it though, Titjikala. Plenty of Mount Allen players swarming around to put the pressure on at the moment. One of them is Cassian Jones. Robbie Daniels also lurking on the outside of the pack will get a ball up. About 48 metres out from the Mount Allen goal. Looking to really establish a huge lead here at half time. They can get another one before the bell. Titjikala would love to narrow it. Oh, just slipping over. He's about to burst away. Aaron Sharp. Oh, he takes on about 3 tacklers. Eventually they got him. And the whistle's gone for holding the ball long to take it.
Yeah, in a minute to go. Titjikala don't want to concede here, Stan.
Oh, look out.
Turner it is, goes up, but good work there. Barnabas, the big jack, the big bustler. He goes over looking for and finding Torrin James. James has got another link in the chain if he wants him. Gap road wing. This way, that way. He gets a possession out though. Good work there. Good tackling there by Mount Allen. The umpire says that's dropping the football.
Their tackling has been sensational.
And it's a gang tackling.
It is time and again we've seen a Titjikala player able to break the first tackle, but then there's always someone else coming.
Coming again.
And as soon as you try and break the second one, that's your opportunity.
I said before Titjikala didn't want to concede. They might here. They won't.
10 seconds.
I don't reckon they will. The free kick's going to go back, and they're about 80 metres out. I think that's might be the last time we see a possession in this entertaining first Division 2 grand final stand.
Yeah, Kieran Campbell couldn't even get the kick away there. He's looking for the little handball off to Brendan Pearce as a halftime siren sounds, and it's a pretty handy lead to Mount Allen at the main break in the Division 2 grand final. The Eagles are 8-5-53. The Hawks are 3-3-21 on the Power and Water scoreboard. I'll quickly take you through the goal kickers because we've got to mention that Daniel Stafford has got 5. 2 to Josiah Cook and 1 to Mickey Tillmouth. That's the goal kickers for Mount Allen. And for Titjikala, I've got 1 to Jason McMillan, 1 to Thomas Gorey, and Barney Conway has the other. So a 32-point lead to Mount Allen at halftime. Stay with us on ICTV. The second half of the Div 2 grand final to go, and then the big one after that, Division 1 Western Arena versus Papunya. You don't want to miss that.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
That's my water!
What's up? It's me, Baker Boy. Our knowledge for looking after water has passed on from generation to generations. Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? We turn off the taps. We're looking for leaks. We report the leaks. That's my water. You can be water smart and you can help your family be water smart too. What will you do?
Have you washed your hand?
COVID-19 pachin up more than the one. Wonder rare yarajaka. COVID-19 ilkadan la anona ilkadan thoram borichina. And anona hospital wana alichina. Agayanga jangar machine aranama and iloma pak. Churchat nangle kaderama. Hospitala oyana help me lama mapa. Vaccine and renana anonenama moirail. Congress client mapa 16 years old and unbara it na voice of vaccine in them. Itala ramala akuko war blood clots in nama. Moira war gerama COVID-19 gadama package. Unda inama vaccine atara ngana nandandaram. Number nana ring me lai 1-800 570-688 and book a lying wena. Pojan Congress Klein de Mabala and Guy Clinica.
Milpa the Trachoma goanna is here to show you how to protect yourself, your family, and your community from coronavirus. Make sure you wash your hands with soap and water regularly. Keep 3 steps away from all people. Cough and sneeze into your elbow or tissue and throw used tissues into the bin. Wash your hands with soap and water again. Don't share drinks and smokes. And stay home if you don't need to go out. For more information about coronavirus, COVID-19, please contact your local health clinic.
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? We turn off the taps. What will you do?
Did you know us Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are born with the best vision in the world?
It's true.
Yeah, and you also need good eyes to mark and kick the footy.
Yeah.
Did you also know that some kids in communities have sick eyes from trachoma?
Is that where you wash your face whenever it's dirty to have strong eyes and stop trachoma?
Sure is, Jay. It's fun and easy too.
So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? That's my water. What will you do?
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play it nice until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
COVID-19 will come here. Will you be ready? COVID-19 sickness will make us so sick we go to hospital, need a machine to breathe, maybe die. If lots of people get sick, the hospital can't help everyone, but not if we get vaccinated. All Congress clients over 16 can get the Pfizer vaccine. No worries about very rare blood clots, and it works well against all different types of COVID. You must have 2 doses to be fully protected. Call 1-800-570-688 to book yours. Remote Congress clients ask at your clinic.
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? We report the leaks. Tell your family, tell your teacher, that's my water. What will you do?
Joe, you get out to the remote communities a fair bit. Where's their water come from?
Good question, Stan. I don't really know.
Well, what about you, Carl? You got any ideas?
Yeah, I've seen some of the water stand. It comes from deep, deep under the ground. Back in the old days, Aboriginal people used to dig for water in the soakages in the creeks. Power and Water does the same thing, but we're going to find a lot more water for all the community these days because communities don't move. And it's part of our job, Power and Water's job, to try to find more water and make sure that there's water available to communities. So we speak with people in communities, we ask them where they think we might find water, and we have a dig. We dig pretty deep, And that's part of our job to try to find that water, bring it from underground, up the pipes, into the tanks, and all the way into our houses and taps and schools, and maybe onto a footy oval like this.
So, Cale, you know, if we don't manage our water for future generations, you're telling me that they could be without water?
Yeah, Joe, it's very important that Power and Water keeps the water flowing in remote communities. If they're not water smart as well, by turning off taps, looking for water leaks, reporting water leaks, that puts that water source in danger of running out. It's so easy to leave a tap running or to walk past a water leak. Like everyone watching this show, this water comes from their community, where they live. So it's their water. We're trying to encourage people to say, that's my water. And when people know that that's their water and it might run out if they don't look after it, I think people start to make better decisions. They start turning off taps. They start talking about saving water, and they start reporting those leaks. Maybe like go hunting for leaks, because it's really important.
So what is the main contributors to using so many waters in remote communities, Cale?
Yeah, Joe, one of the biggest thing that uses water in remote communities, it's not people wasting water. It's not people having showers or drinking water. It's water leaks.
Wow.
Water leaks are the thing that are just running constantly, and it could be a really small drip, 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 or it could be a really big underground leak. There are leaks happening in homes, there are leaks happening outside on garden taps, there are leaks happening underground in pipes. If we eliminate all the water leaks by working together to find those, talk about those and get them fixed together, that's going to save so much water. That's going to leave all that water in the ground so it can be used in the future to build things like houses, schools, have a big green footy oval like this.
So what if every leak in one of our remote communities, every single leak was fixed up? What would happen then?
Oh, that's a lot of water, Stan. I think there'd be enough water for 3 footy ovals.
Wow.
In every community. But everyone's got to fix those leaks. Everyone's got to look for them, turn the taps off, stop wasting water.
Well, there you go. You want a green footy oval? That's the first thing you got to do. Look for your leaks.
Oh, how good. That's simple.
Fantastic. Everyone can do it.
Anyone. So we've got to make sure that we've got sustainable life into the future for our future generations.
That's right. Thanks for your time, guys. I'm going to get out there and go hunt for some water leaks. Thanks for putting on this broadcast.
Thank you.
That's great. Save your water.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. A different colour represents each category. Our culture is ochre and features traditional stories and dance, oral histories, cultural events, bushcraft and medicine, caring for country, and looking after language videos. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
We are Happy Reggae. You're watching ICTV, showing our way.
Do you see ICTV?
No. You got no TV?
Stop laughing.
Baby.
Stop squeaking. The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
And welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the 2021 AFL Central Australia Community Footy Grand Final Day. Send a cheerio out to Kerry Bird. Having a few laughs there during the halftime break. Played some good footy for Mulga Ball back in the day. He probably be smiling about the Plenty Highway win in under-18s earlier on today. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Joe Clark. Joe, second half coming our way, but gee, Mount Allan looked the goods in the first half of the Div 2 Grand Final.
Oh, for sure, Stan. We don't see margins like we say many times like this, but they're in control. They're swinging some changes. Titjikala, Thomas Gorry, probably the first time we see him in the midfield for a long, long time.
2 Gories in there, Frankie, to do the ruck.
Yep. But they have to try everything. They've got a second half of footy left for 2021. The margin is huge at the moment, 32 points. They just got to try anything they can, Stan.
One thing to their advantage, they got the breeze at their backs in this third term, so if they can use it properly and bang on 4 or 5, get themselves within touch at three-quarter time, maybe a chance. Frank Gorry won the tap forward. Aaron Sharp takes it. We've seen some good centre clearances from him. That one off the side of the boot. But he gets it to the attacking 50. Damien Wells took the foot. In fact, it was Barney Conway took the footy, hooked the kick around the body. Got it deep inside 50, but Mount Allan able to clear. Kurt Abbott takes it, and he'll kick it back up towards the wing. It was a beautiful kick, too, onto the chest of Kieran Campbell.
Kieran Campbell, where's the next link in the chain? He's got to play a short if he wants him. He elects to go there, and he gives it to him. It's Ronson Campbell. His teammate tells him to come on. Ronson Campbell just chips it over the top. Uncontested mark there. And that was by Long. Namai, he goes looking for Stafford. He can't get his hands on the football. Moses Mulder's gone back on him, and they should just persist with that one, Stan.
That's their best match-up height-wise. Gee, that looked all a little bit too easy for Mount Allan, moving that ball from the back line up to the forward line.
They just got to put everything they got into this Titjikala.
Jonas Turner is going to do the ruck work for Mount Allan in their forward line. And, his opponent was giving away about 6 or 7 inches there. Rico Martin with his nose over the football. Plenty of Hawks around there. Barney Jack barges his way through. Got a handball to Aaron Sharp. It was stripped out of his hands. Sharp goes back in again to get it. And he'll receive a free kick. The umpire indicating that he was taken high. So a good second effort by the sharpshooter.
Where's the next link in the chain for Titjikala? He just chips it over the top. And it's Mulder. No, it's not Mulder. It's Lloyd Wilyuka. Not a nice looking kick-off. He sets his teammate there, Frank the Tank Gorry, a task, but Namai Long, he weaves and stops and puts it inside forward 50. Stafford at the back, roves it, gets on his left, rolling.
Doing it all.
Wowee, Stan Coombs. That's his 6th goal for the afternoon, and they just keep building on this lead that they had at half-time.
Again, the agility and skill for a man of his size. This time he wasn't the marking target. He's just taken that off hands, off the pack, and to snap it around the body with the left boot. He's non-preferred like that.
Just knew.
Sensational.
Split second, Stan. He knew where they are, and he just snapped around the corner. Just elite football, I think, Stafford.
Yeah. He's in a division of his own, not Division 2. Of course, we see him play great Premier League football as well.
He's got 6 of the 9.
It's incredible. That is a big day out by anyone's standard. They're now up to the L, I think.
Yeah.
On the BAG medal, the engraver.
Yeah, for sure. If they don't complete his name by end of this quarter, I don't know who will. Doogie Gorry gets a rare centre clearance for Titjikala. They belt it inside forward 50. No one can get their hands on it. Well done by Mount Allan. There he is, Norman Hagen. Still can't get it out of there with any clear possession. Out wide. Hagen, he overruns the football. Titjikala working though.
Yeah, this is a bit harder from him. Some fierce tackling. Barney Conway gets the footy and he takes off inside 50, but the whistle's held him up. He'll have to give the footy back to a Mount Allan player. They've got the free kick. I think Kieran Campbell didn't see what it was for. He'll switch play. He gets it over to Kurt Abbott. Kurt Abbott from inside the defensive 50, Long. That one held up in the breeze, so you can see the breeze is having some effect out there. He's got it all the way up to the wing, though. Just bundled off it before he could take possession was Kevin Coulthard. And it's Titjikala that go forward. Frankie Gorry chases it out towards the boundary line, but the ball too quick for him. We'll get a boundary thrown about 60 out.
Yeah, Titjikala, they're trying. That's good that they haven't given up.
Certainly lifted the intensity with the tackling in this third term. They really do need to get a couple of quick ones here.
Oh, for sure, Stan. That's Doogie Gorry. Frank takes a rocking contest, but good work out of defence there by Mount Allen. They're working for each other, but good tackling there by Titjikala. Sharp. How clever was that? Foot Candy gets it inside forward 50. Nalkin, he can't take a mark. Travis, still in there though. Good work out Mount Allen, get it out of there. Stacks on the mill, that's an half forward.
Oh, big attempt at don't argue there. Might have slipped up high. Tyrone James fishing out the palm. The umpire's going to call for a ball up on the 50.
I like how the umpire's just letting the play go. Stafford, he's coming in there. He looks like he just needs to get it out of there. He's going up for the ruck.
No one forward of centre half forward for Mount Allen, or at Mount Allen's end of the ground at the moment. All plays in the back half. Wendell Patterson coming to the interchange area holding his back too, so that would be a loss. He's been good in the ruck.
Yeah, Stafford, speaking of ruck, he gets
That's probably why Stafford's up there.
Free kick. I'm not sure what it was for. Stafford in the back, Stan.
Thought about playing on.
You've got players everywhere. You've got a teammate out here loose and he goes out there, and Warren Briscoe takes an uncontested mark in front of Barnabas Jack.
So from the wing, grandstand side of the ground, Warren Briscoe played on with the handball to Kieran Campbell, who gives it back to Briscoe in the 1-2, and now Briscoe's kick goes inside 50 to a one-on-one marking contest. Oh, Josiah Cook almost claimed the mark after getting a fist on that one. It's play on, Titjikala player thrown out of the pack. The umpire spotted that. Moses Mulder to take the free kick. Nolly Hayes runs for him out in the back pocket. So Mulder puts the kick in that direction. Just went over the outstretched fingertips of Hayes, who gathers and puts a step on the oncoming opponent. Then a nice pass up towards Wells, who gets it on the wing on that Todd River side. Next pass forward marked by Thomas Gorey. Gorey goes long up towards the attacking 50. Jason McMillan after it, but the ball beats him over the boundary line. 50 out from the Titjikala goal. That was better movement of the footy from him, though, out of defence.
For sure, just that few more highly skilled footballers around the football, and I think that's going to be the difference for them. And you know, Thomas Gorey, he's had a couple of hands on the football already, Stan.
Yeah, but this far down, you want him probably kicking goals for you instead of trying to get into the game in the middle. But you can't do everything at once. Frank Gorey, his brother, trying hard over there in the forward pocket. His little handball gets the ball moving forward in Titjikala's direction. Damien Wells there too, but the ball over the boundary line. Right in front of the Power and Water scoreboard here at Traeger Park, which is showing Mount Allen well in front. 38 points their lead.
Frank the Tank Gorey, he wins it. He gets it at the back though. Baden Peckham lays on the tackle. No one's got the football in their hands though. Good work there by Titjikala. This way, that way. Can't get a clear possession inside. Frank Gorey can't get... Thomas pushed in the back. Good work there by Barney Conway. He just puts his body on the line. Dives over the football, but great stuff there by Mount Allen. Oh, good work. Kieran Campbell it is. He does well. He has one bounce. He's got a runner if he needs him. He elects to not go that way. He just goes down the line. Big kick. Good work. Good position. Rico Martin it is. Rico Martin's got a runner in long here if he wants him. He does go. That's a big switcheroony, Stan.
Oh, it's worked out good.
Oh, it has. He's had a shot downfield.
Oh,
hits the post.
Gee, good play though by Mount Allen. I guess the concern for Titjikala was they allowed it to happen again.
Yeah.
Nolly Hayes will take the kick in for Titjikala. They really scrapped hard, Titjikala, when they had it in there attacking 50, but everything was under pressure. Then Mount Allen get it out and they can actually link up with some clean possession down the ground.
For sure. And see like that as a 2-on-1 contest.
Cassian Jones took the mark. He's going to kick it back inside 50. Turner flies from behind. Card mark. Nolly Hayes gets the crumbs. The handball to Derek Summerfield. The short pass from him out in front of Barney Jack. Let it bounce a couple of times. Then takes it a casual kick over the top. He's pretty good to Mark Wilyuka. And he's got it just backward of the wing for Titjikala.
Mark Wilyuka, he's holding it up. He's gone down sharp. Well, what about that?
Yeah,
this way, that way. Nice pass inside forward 50, but no one is there to take the mark. Gorey, Thomas, he breaks one tackle. He has a shot. He likes it. That's his second goal for the afternoon, Stan.
Gets Titjikala on the board in this second half. It's their first major. Here it is on the First Nations Foundation live action replay, and some strength through the hips there from Thomas Gorey, able to shrug off the tackle. Once he had a little bit of time to weigh up where the big sticks were, well, he doesn't miss very often at all.
Yeah, he's made a move already with Barney Conway. Barney Conway's gone in the middle of the ground. And, of course, Tyron James has gone in there as well.
Oh.
Swapping with Aaron Sharp. So Aaron
Player
Sharp
went down there in the middle of the ground. Barney Conway throwing his weight around on Ronson Campbell. He just put him on his backside.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a glimmer of hope for Titjikala. Just a glimmer.
They just need to score a couple together. Hawks do well. Baden Peckham just gives a handball over to Conway. Conway can't get his hands on the mitts on the ball. It's a high kick. Someone set a task. Good work. Kieran Campbell is up to the task. Goes inside forward 50. Makes his teammate work hard. And Rico Martin, he's provided a target half forward. He goes back inside forward 50. Good stuff, Noel Hayes.
Yep.
Noel Hayes in the last line of defence there by the Hawks. There's no more links in the chain here. They got to go long. He wanted that, but he just should have held onto the football. And that's Terence Wilyuka. He's got a teammate in the middle, a runner. He elects to go that way. He needs to take the mark. Good work. Good work there by Tyron James. James inside forward 50. Sharp on that left foot kick. He likes it.
Well, this is better.
That's a good move, Aaron Sharp up forward, Stan.
He certainly played there before.
That's his first for the afternoon, so.
We've got the First Nations Foundation live action replay here, and look, they're experienced players coming to the fore here at the moment. Thomas Gorry, the last goal. Aaron Sharp, this one. If they're going to get a lift, it's those sort of blokes that'll have to do it.
Interesting one also, Stan, is that they're rotating in the midfield. We don't see that often enough in community football that, you do need a breather out of the middle. And
but you don't want the quality player off the ground altogether.
But rest them in the forward line, and they're both gone in the forward line.
Still bob up and kick some goals. And I think in the last game we saw a bit of that even out of defence.
Yep.
So, a couple of goals in a row here for Titjikala, just keeping their premiership hopes alive. Baden Peckham's had some influence in the centre. This time he gets a centre clearance kick. Normally it's a slick little handball. Punched away, but footy taken by Brandon Douglas. Douglas from outside 50. Floating kick into the pocket. Here's Sharp again. Couldn't mark. Time to recover. A wobbly one. Nearly drilled Terry Bell in the head, but he's put it through for a goal.
That was good vision, Stan. That was really good vision by Titjikala to see Sharp was all alone.
Here's the First Nations Foundation live action replay. Yeah, I reckon he spotted he had to get it out to the pocket.
Yep. He had plenty of space to move, and
suddenly,
their game on, Stan.
Suddenly, Titjikala supporters get excited. The margin now, 21 points on the Parramatta scoreboard. They trailed by 32 at half time, and Mount Allan kicked the first goal of the third term, so it was looking dire for Titjikala, but suddenly their experienced players, Gorey and Sharp, have got them back into it.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt about that. And Baden Peckham, you've said it before, in that centre clearance stand, he's handy in there. Ball's going to be tossed up here.
Nope. There's a whistle.
Free kick holding.
A little bit of push and shove going on.
Yeah, this is it.
Whoa.
Conway, it is his high, wide, looking for at the back. Oh. Thomas Gorry's in the front. Uncontested mark.
He stayed down.
Yeah. And Baden Peckham, we've seen him just run off and make a change there with Mark Wilyuka, so he's coming off the bench for a breather.
Well, he certainly had some influence with the centre clearances. Now, Thomas Gorey looking for his second goal in this term, third for the game, and this will put Titjikala right back in, and he has!
Wow. Game on, Stan Coombs.
Oh, I can't believe I said it. Well, thought it was all over at half time. It is bush footy, community footy, isn't it?
Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter about that Daniel being spelt correctly on the medal. The premiership cuts don't get touched.
Thomas Gorey, 3 goals. He's kicked 2 this term. Aaron Sharp's kicked 2 this term.
They've kicked 4 between them, and they're Premier League. They're elite players, both of them, Stan.
Certainly are. And, gee, that margin now, just 15 points on the Parramatta scoreboard. Titjikala are kicking with the aid of a slight breeze.
They've halved the lead.
They have, and it's been quick too. Jonas Turner's moved into the ruck now for Mount Allan. Socket off the ground by Cassian Jones. He gets it to half forward. Namaya Long, just a little fumble. Tried to tap it to his teammate advantage, but couldn't get it there. Tyron James picks up for the Hawks. Couple of bounces as he runs down the gap road side from just backward of the wing. He kicks towards the half forward flag. Oh, spectacular stuff in the marking contest. Kieran Campbell stayed down. His handball's been intercepted. Titjikala A chance to pick it up just outside the attacking 50, taken in the end by Terence Willuka. He goes high and long, deep inside 50, sharp underneath it, he can't mark. The crumbs spill down and they bust out of the back line, Mount Allan.
Mount Allan.
Oof, was that Mike? Who was that back there? That was terrific.
Warwick Simmons hasn't moved, stand on the Gap Road wing. He's he has not moved. Hopefully he's all right. Oh, Noel Hayes just belts it out of defence. He's got an opponent here to beat. Oh, Barney Conway comes over and helps. 2-on-1. None on keep their feet. Noel Hayes does. Gives it back to Conway. Conway.
Gone up a notch.
Oh, for sure it has. He gives it on to Zachary Campbell with the left foot inside. Forward 50.
Desperate.
Oh, good desperate touch there. Hands on it. Barnaby. Sharp.
Again.
Sharp again. Wow, we stand. Aaron Sharp show.
3 goals he's kicked in this term. They've kicked 5 in this quarter. And suddenly, there's only 9 points of difference on the Power and Water scoreboard. They were 32 points down. They were 38 points down early in this quarter.
Haven't we seen just a different team come out in the second half of football, Stan?
Well, the Hawks have swapped jumpers with the Eagles, and the Eagles have swapped jumpers with the Hawks.
But just the 2-on-1 out here, and out of defence, I think Noel Hayes he's really having a crack.
Stafford back on, but into the ruck.
Into the ruck, into the middle of the ground. I reckon Jonas Tour. There's their tall towers up forward, and they're both in the middle of the ground.
They've split the twin towers up, haven't they?
And I think they might have pressed the panic button too early, Mount Allan.
Frank Gorey to do the ruck work against Jonas Turner. There's a whistle before the umpire throws it in the air, and a discussion between the two field umpires.
It's a warning.
And a 666 warning.
To Mount Allan, so next time it happens, it's going to be a free kick, Titjikala.
9 points in it.
Frank Gorey up against Jonas Turner. Turner wins it. Oh, the big fella just taps it onto his team, and he just doesn't keep his feet.
Yeah,
Conway it is. Barney, he goes inside looking for another Barney. Travis Nelkin it is. He can't get a mark, but good work there by Davey Briscoe. Briscoe's got a teammate here, Justin Briscoe. We haven't seen much of him today, Stan Coombe.
No,
Briscoe
not as much as last week.
Goes looking for and finding the Iron Curtain. Kurt Abbott, he has one bounce. He steps around Frank Gorey like he wasn't there. Inside forward 50, but leading in the race out of defence was Hudson Mitchell.
The Hudson Hawk, that back line for Titjikala has really lifted.
Oh, for sure. This bloke here's just got up after being just about knocked out. Warwick Simmons, he gives it over to Mulder. Mulder's got a paddock. Short kick, inside forward 50.
Oh.
Jason McMillan, I think it is. McMillan gets up. Oh, they got to get a free kick out of this. Well done, 2-1, and the umpire says, give it here. I'm going to toss it up. Good work there by Jason McMillan, Stan.
It's probably a win for the Hawks, that one.
I think, yeah,
At
well
least
done.
keep it there. Might have been
Travis Nelkin.
So ball up, Stafford doing the ruck work. Oh, Warwick Simmons nudged him out the road and then took the footy with him. He kicks it deep into attack. Gorey!
Wowee!
Thomas Gorey's taken the mark.
They could be within a kick. Don't run off Thomas Gorey. Just let Thomas kick, wouldn't you?
Well, he's kicked 2 this term. Sharp's kicked 3. They're 2 gun Premier League players.
Wowee.
They're 2 recruits.
Yeah, at the 2 ins this week.
Thomas Gorey, 25, 30 metres out. He doesn't miss often, and he hasn't missed this one either. There's only 3 points of difference on the Power and Water scoreboard. I can't believe it.
Oh, wow, Sam. 6 goals between 2 of the ins from last week's win. That's huge.
It's great finishing, but it's the players upfield and in defence that have got to get it to them still, and they've lifted all over the ground.
They've turned this game around. 29 points, Stan. They're within a kick. 3 points in it.
Well, even more, Joe, because Mount Allan got the first goal of the third term to lead by 38.
Yep.
Wow.
Game on, eh? 3 points.
That's basically a 6-goal turnaround. There is a breeze, but I ain't worth that much.
Talk about premiership quarter, Stan. Will this be it for Titjikala? We've got under 2 minutes to go in this premiership quarter to go. And Mount Allan were in control, but it's game on. Frank the Tank Gorey, he goes up against Jonas Turner. Turner jumps high in the sky. He gets a centre clearance over to Ronson Campbell. Ronson Campbell, look. Stafford! He can't take a mark. Been tripped around the legs.
He'll get a free.
In the back, around the legs, doesn't matter. But
I reckon he could add 3 free kicks there. The chop of the arms in the marking contest, a leg, and then a push in the back.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Eventually he gets it.
But this is what a real leadership needs to do. He needs to go back and slot this.
And steady. That'll steady everyone around the ground.
You talked about the bleeding. Now they're bleeding. They need to stop it here with a goal.
It'll be a nerve settler if he kicks it. Suddenly, look, we always back him from here because he's such a great kick, but a little bit of extra pressure with this one now.
Oh, for sure.
There's a few men on the mark down that end of the ground for Titjikala too. No problems though, Stafford. Salutes the crowd, he's got 7.
Wow.
And he steadies the ship for Mount Allan.
Yeah, he was lucky he got in the gate in time to run out there, Stan, because if they didn't have him...
Goals kicked in this quarter, Joe. 3 to Aaron Sharp, 3 to Thomas Gorey, 2 to Daniel Stafford.
All
Wow.
quality with a capital
No one else
Q.
has got a goal on the board in this term. 8 of them kicked by those 3 blokes.
Wow. And we probably won't get another shot on goal because there's 20 seconds to go.
Well, that turns out to be vital just before the bell.
Oh, yeah, that bleeding that we talked about. 13 seconds to go. Frank the Tank Gorry up against Jonas Turner. Turner's doing well. He wins it down there, though. Just taps it forward, though. Mount Allan. They're trying to get out of there. I think Siren's going to beat them all. Turner it is. He gets it in. Good work there by Baden Peckham.
It's a rib cruncher.
Oh, for sure. And that's the end of third term, Stan Coombs.
What a third term it was too, mostly by Titjikala. They looked like they were gone at half-time, down by 32 points. We look now on the Power and Water scoreboard. They're only down by 9 points. They actually got within 3 at one stage. And what a term from Aaron Sharp and Thomas Gorey. They kicked 3 goals apiece to get the Hawks back into it. Daniel Stafford kicked the only 2 goals that Mount Allan got in that term, and he's got 7 for the game. It's all set up for a great last quarter. I was writing it off as a rare one-sided bush footy final at half-time, but not anymore. Stay with us on ICTV. It's going to be an exciting last term.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
What do you all do if you see a water running?
Turn it off.
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? We turn off the taps. What will you do?
Water! How does it get from cloud to cup in your community? We partner with Baker Boy to roll out a new schools program called That's My Water, Bush Schools.
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life.
There's a range of great classroom activities and videos. It's fun, free and engaging for the whole community. If you want your school to be involved, get your teacher to contact Power and Water and say,
That's my water!
COVID-19 pachin apmarana wana. Onda rare yarala jaka. COVID-19 ilkadanna la anona nalkadanto rambarchina. And anona hospital wana alachina. Agayanga jangar machine aranama and iloma pak. Charjat nengal kaderama. Hospitala oyana help me lama mapa. Vaccine and renana anonenama moirail. Congress client mapa 16 years old and anbara it na boys a vaccine in them. Itala ramala akuko war blood clots in nama. Moira war gerama COVID-19 gadama package. Unda inama vaccine atara nganaindandaram. Number nana ring me lai 1-800-570-688 and Pukamela Ngwena. Pojan Congress client Mabala Angai Clinica.
Did you know us Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are born with the best vision in the world?
It's true.
Yeah, and you also need good eyes to mark and kick the footy.
Yeah.
Did you also know that some kids in communities have sick eyes from trachoma?
Is that where you wash your face whenever it's dirty to have strong eyes and stop trachoma?
Sure is, Jay. It's fun and easy too. So remember,
Clean faces, strong eyes.
COVID-19 will come here. Will you be ready? COVID-19 sickness will make us so sick we go to hospital, need a machine to breathe, maybe die. If lots of people get sick, The hospital can't help everyone, but not if we get vaccinated. All Congress clients over 16 can get the Pfizer vaccine. No worries about very rare blood clots, and it works well against all different types of COVID. You must have 2 doses to be fully protected. Call 1-800-570-688 to book yours. Remote Congress clients ask at your clinic.
Rupanya niya ni kiwi kura community. Ayo kiwi kura ngora. You Panya.
Hello, my name is Jody Morty watching ICTV. Panya?
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
What do you all do if you see a water running?
Turn it off.
And welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the 2021 AFL Central Australia Community Footy Grand Final Day. One more quarter to go in our Division 2 Grand Final. And suddenly this one's up for grabs. Only 9 points of difference on the Power and Water scoreboard. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Joe Clark. And Joe, we thought we had a one-sided one on our hands at half-time. The margin was 32 points. Oh, Bush Footy's turned it on again.
Oh, for sure, Stan. I reckon Titjikala coaching staff heard your tip to go and look for the leaks. They found all those leaks and they fixed it up. And they got the water flowing again.
That's when you turn it on.
That's when you turn it on.
Turn it off first.
And both teams are going to turn it on this last quarter. There's no doubt about that.
Set up for a beauty now. They actually led by 38 points after kicking the first goal, Mount Allan. And Titjikala actually narrowed it to just 3 points before Mount Allan got the last of the quarter.
Yeah, for sure. They're back in. The big Jonas Turner's still in there. Sharp. He can't get a clearance. Well done there by Mulder. Mulder's been hammered after he got rid of it. Titjikala, they go forward again through their teammate then, Damien Wells, gives it down to Thomas Gorry. Gorry can give it back to Wells if he wants to. He goes shorter and finds his teammate there in Dion Ningu. We haven't seen much of him today, Stan.
No, I think he's spent most of his time on the interchange bench.
Can he come back and be a hero?
Big kick. Wow. Oh, look at that pack.
Just didn't reach that. Good front and centre work there.
Is it Travis Nowkin lurking around? You want to look out because he knows how to kick goals. Eventually the ball ends up in the hands of Norm Hagan III. Kicks out to the half-back flank. Nolly Hayes juggling mark. Takes it. And he'll send it back inside 50. He's looking for Thomas Gorey, who held the front position and just held Brendan Pearce out of the contest and then went with it with the two hands and it stuck.
Yeah, big shout out to you too. Nolly Hayes, number 1 up in Alikrung that's tuned in watching this. Your grandson's doing your nephew's doing quite well, in fact.
Massive kick this. Thomas Gorey into the breeze, which may have dropped off a little bit too.
Not going to make the distance then.
Full short, spills out into the back pocket and Kurt Abbott's away from Mount Allan. Showing plenty of toe out there. Well, it was a lovely kick too to the half-back flank. Jonas Turner spilt the mark. Time enough to recover though. He slips a little handball over the top and he got it back in the 1-2 exchange with Kevin Coulthard. Then the kick goes towards Stafford, half-forward flank. Couldn't mark. Recovery not bad. The ball spills off his hands and over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in right next to the tree of knowledge.
Yeah, right in front of it. That's Summerfield and Malta are going to tag team Stafferty in the last term. So therefore they've got a free man somewhere in Mount Allan. Somewhere around the ground here at TIO Traeger Park, home of Central Australian football. There's no next week for anyone here. They've only got 1 quarter to go. Well done there by Titjikala. They can't get a clear possession out of there, and that was Terence Wilyuka. They're still over there, stacks on the mill, right over in the Tree of Knowledge direction. Umpire's going to boundary throw it in, Stan. Same spot.
Hasn't gone anywhere.
Deja vu.
Tree of Knowledge and plenty of knowledgeable advice coming over the fence, I would think, for the players and the umpires to take note of. Away goes Aaron Sharp again. Another clearance for him. He's really lifted in the second half of this game. That was nice. Jason McMillan to Thomas Gorey. There's the experienced players combining. The handball goes out in front of Lloyd Wilyuka. Little don't argue to get rid of his opponent. Wobbly one. Oh, top of the goal square. Great spoil, Mount Allen. They'll be able to get it out of defence. Marcus Briscoe with a kick to centre half back where the mark's taken by Kieran Campbell.
Kieran Campbell at his true centre half back position. Oh, shanks it off the boot. He goes over Warwick Simmons. He can't get his hands on the football.
Oh, good hands.
Oh, well done. He just handballed it to the space. They just belted out of there. Mount Allen. First two at the Zach Campbell. He's got 3 to beat here. He can't beat any of them. Oh, good work there, Josiah Cook. Cook goes looking for Stafford!
Oh, that's a terrific mark. Man of that size diving, full stretch, and that bobbled around too. As he got hands on it first of all. They're pretty hard to hold on to.
Yeah.
He's shown us everything today.
He's going to take his time for what it's worth here, Stan.
Yeah, look, they're the team in front, so milk the clock a bit. The important thing, though, is to make sure he kicks the goal, because that gives them a little bit of breathing space, and they're certainly feeling the pressure at the moment, Mount Allen.
Oh, for sure.
Daniel Stafford for goal number 8. And there it is.
Wow.
He's kicked an octopus. 8 of them. That's a huge day.
They've 3 goals, Stan. They've extended their margin out to now.
It's just a little bit of breathing space now. Here's the First Nations Foundation live action replay of the mark. A great mark. And the set shot, well, that's shelling peas for Daniel Stafford from there. See, the breeze still caught that, and it swung a fair way after it left the boot.
It did indeed. Umpire is back in the middle of the ground with the ball in hand. Umpire Nipris.
I can't believe that crowd on the far side of the ground either. That's huge.
It is, huh? Gap Road wing.
Seen it like this for years.
No one can win the ruck. The ball can get one out of there by Sharp. He has one bounce. We've seen this a fair bit today, Stan. Just didn't get to his mark. Didn't get to his mark. Caleb Daniels it is. He gets it out of defence. They go long looking for Rico Martin. Martin can't go up with go get the football.
Nice.
Oh, good shepherd off the play there. Inside forward 50. Leading in the race of the football. Oh, good work there by Mount Allen. Snap around the corner. Oops. Teammate there all alone. Good work.
Oh.
Umpire says play on, let it go, fellas.
Great pressure, Titjikala's backline.
Oh, they just, Mount Allen. Davey Briscoe just snaps it around the corner. Noel Hayes drops what he should have taken. He's got 1 to beat.
What a tackle.
That's dropping the football. Good work, Noel Hayes.
Full credit to the Hawks backline. They are under the pump at the moment, but they are giving it absolutely everything, that back 6. There was a few times then Mount Allen could have gone in towards goal, but someone got there to make a tackle. The kick's just a little bit wide for Hudson Mitchell, and not even a Hudson Hawk can move quick enough to pull that one in. We'll get a boundary throw in. It's 45 metres out from the Mount Allen goal. They're leading by 15 points on the Power and Water scoreboard. They are kicking with the aid of the breeze in this tournament. Looks like it's just picked up again. Having a look at the sign in the background. Being caught in the breeze. Here's Marcus Briscoe tapping it forward for Mount Allen. Now he picks it up. Quick snap in towards goal. Is wide, but a great effort, Marcus Briscoe. Point on the board to Mount Allen.
Yeah, they're peppering. Mount Allen are peppering. They're using this breeze to their full advantage, Stan. Terry Bell waves his 1,275,000 point through here at TIO Traeger Park.
You couldn't count that eye.
Hayes, Noel, he gives the handball off to his teammate there in Summerfield. Summerfield goes down the line. Titjikala still in this. Their body language doesn't show that they are, Stan. Warwick Simmons it is. He goes up for a contested mark. Can't win it down.
Oh,
how about that for showing a bit of
candy?
candy?
Look at that tackling again by the Hawks.
Yeah, he tries to do too many things. Just sharpen his nice left foot kick. a mark should have been taken there, but still stacks on the mill. Mount Allen it is. They just can't get it out. Clear possession. The umpire says free kick.
Too high. One.
Too high.
And
Long here all alone, Stan.
Griffin Andy kicked it to him. The racehorse is off. Long kicks long. He's looking for Stafford. Might have too much on it even for him. Gee, he got some distance with that one. That breeze, I reckon he's picking up again.
Yeah.
Summerfield in to spoil the ball off hands for a boundary thrown. Just have a look at that Mount Allen Eagles sign on the fence. That'll give you some indication of the breeze.
Yeah.
So, look, Mount Allen have it at their backs. They have their noses in front as well. I don't know if I can mention any more body parts. Boundary throw in Titjikala.
Talk about in front.
Away. Stafford snap with the right boot. Breeze has got hold of that one. Out in the full. Summerfield will get the free kick in the back pocket for the Hawks.
It is a very strong breeze, and it's sort of coming across the ground, but favouring the northern end.
Just seemed to have dropped off early in the quarter, but in the last few minutes it's picked back up and with a vengeance.
Yeah. No one's... there is a player on the mark here.
A couple of players pushing and shoving out here on the flank, and they do well to stop that before the umpire blows his whistle. Stafford versus Gorey, that was good.
Oh, sharp it is. He tries to lay a tackle. He does well. He's got Gorey if he wants to. He busts one tackle, he busts another. Gets the handball over. That's class. Gives it on to Conway. Conway, he's off to the races. He has one bounce. He goes down the line. 2 against 1 here. 2 to Mount Allen.
How's that bounce?
Oh, how good was that? Titjikala Hawk. He gets around one. There's another one. Tyrone James it is. He goes inside looking for Nalkin. Travis, he can't get his hands on the football. Simmons snaps around the corner.
Here.
All alone.
Oh!
He's got a trip over to mess this up. The Big Mac truck has kicked his second. Jason McMillan, well-needed goal there by Titjikala, Stan.
Keeps the Hawks' hopes alive. Keeps them alive.
That was just a well-crafted, and you know who got him back in the game? That's who got that possession down. Is that Sharp,
Gorey,
and Barney Conway.
Yep.
Again, we've seen that passage.
3 recruits again.
Yep. And Warwick Simmons just knew that space, kicked it to that space.
And Jason McMillan, the goal kicker as well.
He just kicked it to the space. He knew Jason was going to run into it.
Interesting. All 4 of those names we mentioned will all come to Titjikala via other clubs.
For sure, Stan, for sure.
So
but yeah.
We don't have a draft here in Central Australia, so the recruiters have done well.
10-point margin.
Oh, whistle at the centre bounce. This is crucial now. I think the 666 is going to have some impact here, is it? No?
No.
We're still waiting for a Hawk to just get inside the defensive 50 as the umpire throws it up in the middle. Turner wins the tap forward for Mount Allen. Gorey's there for Titjikala, so he's been moved into the centre. He brushes off the tackle. Gets a handball forward to Barney Conway. Helps set up their last goal. This time he goes to ground. Campbell tackled him. Oh, Liam Long threw the footy out in front, then threw the arms out. The umpire not going to blow the whistle for that. The handball comes over to Barney Conway. Came from Matthew Gibson. Conway gives it back to Gibson. Gee, I think he might have done a hammy there as he got the kick away. All cramped up. He's heading towards the interchange area. He did get the ball inside 50. And the goal kicker's going to get it. Jason McMillan again. Gee, suddenly just a little swing in momentum here.
Isn't it? Swings and changes, and we're just under 10 minutes. We've seen this in that last quarter. The Titjikala come flying home late in that term. And Ken McMillan, what can he do here? He's from the snake pit pocket. It's high, wide, and
didn't go out.
Didn't go out at all. Now it did. The umpire says, nah. Would have showed it on the live action replay. It did go out, nevertheless. Good work, Long it is. Liam. He's off to the races. He has one. He's gone long in the Stafford direction. Stafford's got 2 to beat. Stafford appeals for a free kick.
4 of them around him.
Oh, they're out in the races here if they want. And that's Ricky Doolan. Doolan goes down looking for Gorey. Thomas.
Look at the Hawk supporters over there. They're getting excited.
Thomas Corey comes and finds Hudson, the Hawk, Mitchell. Goes with that left foot kick inside forward 50. Oh, good work. And Tyrone James. That wasn't supposed to hit him on the chest there.
Well, you'll take it.
Oh, of course you will. Another shot inside forward 50, Titjikala Hawks.
Gee, if he kicks this, there's less than one straight kick in it. Never would have dreamed of that at half-time and even 5 minutes into the third quarter.
We're 8 minutes off this game, Stan. Can we see another after the siren?
Goodness gracious, we've had already had one absolute thriller here today. Winning goal kicked on the bell in the under-18 grand final. Plenty Highway getting up. There's a big one here for young James. He's hit the behind post. No score.
No score, out of bounds on the full. But for Titjikala, it's down the right end of the ground for them if they need to get it in there. 10 points of margin on Power and Water scoreboard. 73, Mount Allen. Titjikala 63. Mount Allen it is. They go short. Oh, he drops what he should have taken. That teammate. Oh, dangerous work here. Dangerous work. Titjikala put a lot of pressure on them. Sharp. Aaron, get off. Get off. He takes another shot. And it's gone. It's missed everything. The palming he done was just fantacular then.
Yeah, he's got a fend off. It's not far short of Dusty Martin's.
Oh, for sure.
He's produced it about a dozen times today.
And it's worked every time, but just his finishing off hasn't sometimes stand.
They're under the pump here, Mount Allen. Titjikala keep coming at them. There's only 10 points of difference on the Power and Water scoreboard. The Eagles hanging on against the Hawks. That's a nice kick in. Got it out to Mikey Tillmouth, who's taken the mark outside, just outside the defensive 50 and just inside the boundary line. Short pass from him. Further afield, and he gets it to Jonas Turner.
He's been handy.
They're playing slow footy here. They're trying to eat up some time. Back to Mikey Tillmouth. They've actually got the breeze at their backs, but you wouldn't know with the style of play at the moment.
You'd just go for it, wouldn't you?
Long kick out to Ronson Campbell. He marks on the wing. Comes back inboard to Marcus Briscoe. So retaining possession here, Mount Allen. Only takes one skill error though. And a chance for the Hawks to swoop. Rico Martin marks in front of the tree of knowledge and he plays on. Here we go, some go forward footy now. One bounce, high kick, top of the goal square. Oh,
Mulder.
Kurt Abbott was up high too. And then he lays the tackle. The ball stays in the area for Mount Allen. Big pack over the top of it. I think the umpire's got to ball this one up and he does.
Oh, wow.
So there's a move. Kurt Abbott up to the goal square.
Yeah, well, Stafford, where's he gone? Has he come off? No, he's still down there. He's still down there. He's going to take the ruck duties here.
Oh, they've got a Titjikala player in the vicinity limping. Stafford out of the air. Had a snap, it was smothered. Barney Jack there, the whistle's gone. And which way will the free kick go? It's going to go to Barney Jack for the Hawks.
Wow. Zach Campbell if he wants him. No, he goes even shorter looking for Summerfield. Summerfield it is. Titjikala got a player there that just can't move, Stan. His hands on his knees, he just can't walk.
They've got to try and get him off and get someone with some legs left on.
Talk about legs, Barney Conway. He's provided something up forward for his teammates. He's got a player short if he wants him. He elects to go in that direction.
Oh, look out, here comes the Wizard.
Oh, Wendell Patterson. Oh, he just hands it over to his opponent, Stan. He has one bounce. He's off to the races. He goes long down the line.
I reckon some of these blokes getting pretty tired now.
Oh, for sure, mate.
It's probably contributed to that skill error. Mikey Tillmouth will take the free kick from Mount Allen, half-back flank. I don't know if they can just sit on this lead with still 5 minutes to left. I still think their best option is to get it up there and get one more goal on the board, and then I reckon they're home.
Oh, for sure.
Marcus Briscoe, short pass out wide to Jonas Turner. But again, just chipping it around and trying to eat up time.
Yeah, the umpire's going to tell him to get on.
We don't normally see this in bush footy.
No, we don't. Jonas, he's gone there.
Holding the ball. Gee.
Dropping the football. This is the thing, Stan. They've held it up, they turn it over. Comes back in the middle, sharp. Aaron, he's not going to hold it up. He gives the handball over the top. Good work there by the Hawks. Oh, good work, even better by Mount Allen. Good it's shepherd. Long goes out looking for Turner. Jonas says, I'm going to hold it up this time. Just ticked under 4 minutes to go. Sets his teammate, the Iron Curtain, a task in Kurt Abbott. Oh, what about that for his twist and turn? He asked for a free kick, relayed, and he gets it.
3.5 minutes left. This could be a match-winning
Stafford!
Yes. Well, it's probably fitting if he seals it. He's kicked 8.
Yeah. You said a wise man sitting to my right said he might kick 10 today. He's still in with a chance.
This could be for his 10th if he wasn't unselfish.
He
did pass one off.
He handed it off.
So Daniel Stafford looking for goal number 9. 3 minutes from full time. His team are leading by 10 points. This could just about seal it for them. The big man's been brilliant today. It's probably the easiest shot at goal he's had. And he doesn't make any mistake with it either. He kept it low into the breeze and put it through. I reckon Mount Allen are home on the back of Daniel Stafford's 9. They now lead by 16 points on the Power and Water scoreboard. It's been a great game of footy again.
That engrave, he's just put the D on, Stan.
Yeah, I don't think there would have been too many blokes kick 9 goals in a grand final and not win the best on ground medal.
Oh, for sure, mate. And win, lose or draw, I think. And they've extended their mark out 16 points. It's going to be very, very tough for Titjikala. Enough time on the clock if they're good enough. But
they're going to need
3
2 of
unanswered
those
goals.
Aaron Sharp clearances.
Yep.
Straight away.
Yep.
And right here and now.
Yeah, for sure. But we're going to tick under 2 minutes to go here. Division 2. Whoever wins this game is going to be a first-time premiership team. Mount Allen look like they got one hand on the cup. Mount Allen, they get it out through Wayne. Briscoe just belts it forward, but Titjikala not giving up. They handball out, pushing the back. The umpire says, nah, play on.
Yeah,
No, it is a free kick. He has a free kick. And
Under
that's
2 minutes now, Joe.
Matthew Gibson from Titjikala. He gives it off to his teammate there, Barney Conway. But good work out of defence there by Mount Allen. Conway's good enough to win it back. He just belts it forward. Travis Nelkin lays on a big bump. Travis Nelkin lays on another big bump. The ball's still back in here. Mount Allen, dangerous. They cut it across goal. Dougie Gorry, can he win it back? Nah. Good work there by Hagen. Norm it is. They're off to the races, Mount Allen.
Well done, Wendell Patterson. He's the one who got hammered by Travis Nalkin a couple of times. He got across to make that shepherd in and give his teammate time.
Yeah, for sure. Mount Allen. Jonas Turner it is. But good work, Ricky Doolan. He's still playing. He's not giving up. Oh, how about that by Long?
They're racing.
Liam. Minute to go. He has to go outside forward 50. Is this 10? No. He could have got it. There's still a chance. It's under a minute, and it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Titjikala, Mount Allen are celebrating already, Stan.
They are, but gee, some credit to Titjikala too. They've gone down swinging. They've made a real game of this. Mount Allen are going to win it. They're going to take their first flag in their own right. They've won in the big league before in combination with Laramba as the Amadra Cowboys. There's a snap in towards goal. That one's out of bounds on the full off the boot of Jared Briscoe. Looking to add his name to the goal kickers list and create a little bit of history. Couldn't do it.
16 points, Stan. I don't even know if the ball's going to come back in time for anyone to get a clear possession out. This 30.
Big Barney Jack.
He just pops it up for his teammate out here, Hudson Mitchell. Hudson the Hawk. He can't even get a handle on the football.
There's a countdown. You can hear it from the crowd now. You don't need the clock. There's the siren. Mount Allen supporters swarm the ground.
Yullamu community are premiers in Division 2, Stan. Congratulations to everyone involved. First time premiership, Stan. How good's that?
Fantastic. It's the second time we've seen that today. But once again, I reckon we get to say credit to the losers as well.
Oh, for sure.
Because they've helped make it a great game of footy. Titjikala gone for all money at half time. Mighty third term. Got themselves back into it. But in the end, Mount Allen were too good, and gee, what a game from Daniel Stafford. 9 goals. Clearly the difference between the two sides.
Oh, for sure. But, full credit must go to, for them to make it, Titjikala, I think, fantastic, Stan, to make another grand final. And third time lucky for the winners.
Yeah, 3 in a row Mount Allen have played in. Lost to Division 1 powerhouses, Yuendamu, last year. So that was a bit unlucky to run into them. And Willaura beat them the season before, so they've been knocking on the door, and now they've knocked the door down. They're going to walk through it with a premiership cup in their hands.
Yeah, congratulations and well done to everyone involved.
Let's go through the goal kickers, because I reckon that's important for Mount Allen. Daniel Stafford kicked 9. What a day out. 9 out of 12. 2 to Josiah Cook and 1 to Mickey Tillmouth. And for Titjikala, some great efforts there too. 4 goals to Thomas Gorey and 3 to Aaron Sharp. 2 to Jason McMillan and 1 to Barney Conway. All their goals came from new recruits to the club. So they've certainly done well getting them in a Hawk jumper. But it wasn't to be today. They've given it one almighty shake. But Mount Allen, they go home with the prize, the big prize.
Yeah, that's it, mate. The cup is going out west.
So final score, 12 goals, 7-79 to Mount Allen. Titjikala 10-3-63 on the Power and Water scoreboard.
Yeah,
Just
well
seeing
done.
the crowd gather in the middle of the ground, the supporters get around their heroes. Something unique to footy here in Central Australia. You don't see this too much anywhere else.
Yeah, no, everyone, you know, everyone's well done to everyone involved.
One more game to go too. What an exciting start to grand final day it's been. The under 18 grand final decided by the last kick of the game on the siren. And certainly not a lot in this one either. Only 16 points in the end, and at one stage in the last quarter there was less than a goal in it.
Yeah, no, mate.
So bush footy turning it on again.
Oh, for sure, mate. It lived up to all expectations, and what a great effort. Everyone involved.
You see on our screen there, Thomas Gorey, who kicked 4, standing with Bradley Turner. Another prominent local footballer here in Central Australia. Town and bush footy comps over the years.
Yeah, no,
and
mate.
the Mount Allen supporters celebrate. Blue and gold everywhere. Well, the final score again, 12-7-79. That's Mount Allen, Titjikala 10-3-63.
And what a great effort for everyone involved. And I thought the umpires have done a great job today, Stan. If you don't notice the umpires, I think that's who you think the game was not dominated. Or I think we got young Jonas.
Jonas Turner, it looks like, with Jono. Can you hear us, Jonas? He can hear us, but not too sure we're hearing Jonas at the moment. Can you say good day again, mate?
Yeah, good day.
There we go. We've got Jonas Turner with us, one of the star players for Mount Allen. This is Mount Allen's first ever premiership, Jonas. I know that they joined with Laramba many years ago for the Amudja Cowboys to win one, but this is the first, and gee, you have worked hard for it over a few years now.
Yeah, I was just feeling really excited. Yeah, because I had no water, you know. I need a little bit of sip of water. Yeah, because I got a sore throat. Yeah.
It sounds like you and your teammates gave it absolutely everything by the sounds of that.
Yeah, we've been trying 2 years straight, you know.
Whoop. I think we just...
we might have just slipped out.
Jonas has just lost the plug there. Well, I think we might have him back. We got you there, mate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we've got you, Jonas. Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, it's been a great year for us.
Yep, we've just lost that. We've just lost the sound again there with Jonas.
Yep.
Yeah, we got you there, mate.
You there, Jonas?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah,
look, one thing that's happened with Mount Allen this year, you got Terrence Wilson over from Unamu to help with the coaching side of things.
He's our first coach. Yeah, he's got a first premiership now.
So picking up that little bit of know-how, I suppose, from a Division 1 club like Unamu, it's been an asset for the club. Everyone's going to take their hat off to Daniel Stafford. What an effort from him. He kicked 9 goals today.
Yeah, he plays, you know. He's been a leader for us all season. He's been a great leader for us.
And we're just having some problems there. Jonas is dropping in and out there.
Yep.
What we might do, Jonas, is let you go and celebrate with your teammates. Thank you very much for your time and having a chat with us, mate.
Cheers.
And time for you to celebrate.
Yep, cheers.
Well done, mate.
Well done, Jonas Turner.
Oh, he spoke well, and
good game.
He was the difference, man. I think that move into the middle of the ground, because he was up forward. He was one of those twin towers, and then when that bleeding started, they got him back there.
Yep. So the coach is making some good moves. Great for him to talk to us too. Just a shame about the little technical difficulties there, because he was speaking rather well. Jonas Turner, he's going to go over and join his Mount Allen teammates and celebrate. While he does that, we'll take a short break on ICTV, but don't go anywhere. There's plenty more action to come. We've got presentations and then the Div 1 Grand Final after that. The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
That's my water!
Water! How does it get from cloud to cup in your community? We partner with Baker Boy to roll out a new schools program called That's My Water, Bush Schools.
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life.
There's a range of great classroom activities and videos. It's fun, free and engaging for the whole community. If you want your school to be involved, get your teacher to contact Power and Water and say,
That's my water!
Waterless people live on country. No water, no life. So, what do? We're looking for leaks. That's my water! What will you do?
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. Each category is represented by a different colour. Young Way is yellow and features videos for kids and young people. These videos play on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
The videos on ICTV come from hundreds of different contributors, all sharing their video stories. ICTV is based in Alice Springs, where we're proud to play videos from contributors living in remote communities all over Australia. ICTV is proud to present the Contributor Profiles project, showcasing some of the amazing contributors making videos for ICTV.
When I was a kid, nobody ever said, when you grow up, you can be whatever you want, or no one ever asked me, what do you want to be? So school just never interested me. Nothing really did. But now I'm starting to get older, I'm more mature. I now have goals and places I want to be.
My name is Sean Barkelly. I'm from Tennant Creek. I'm part of the Warramungu people. My skin name is Jumpin, and my homelands are Ligawara. Yeah, I work for Barkly Regional Arts Media Mob, and I've been with them for about 6 years now. So my role within Barkly Regional Arts, I'm the media coordinator for Media Mob. The highlights of my career with Barkly Arts, that's kind of a tricky question because each year I'm doing something different, and each year has something special about it and very memorable. Because I definitely know years from now I'm going to be looking back on this as my most fondest memory. So my favourite video was the Allan or Dixon video. We travelled to Elliot for a week and did 3 video postcards there. But what was so tricky about this one was it was during wet season, so we'd have to drive out to Newcastle, but the road was completely flooded. And instead of standing there and thinking like, oh, we should drive away and come back when it's dry, we instead grabbed our cameras, had it on our shoulders and just walked straight through the water that was sometimes to your shoulders. So that was really amazing. So we were pulling a boat through the water while she was singing and her father was playing guitar. And we were just going for like Rambo style through the water. That was a really good experience because we're not only working against the weather, but also like with the weather. Yeah, I think the first thing we made for ICTV was the Media Mob documentary. I think because we uploaded it on their website. What's it like seeing our videos on ICTV? It's awesome that we can share our stories on multiple platforms, like different platforms, and it's great to get recognition, but mainly just sharing stories, because that way I found other videos through ICTV that were in different parts of the region or different parts of the country, which was really amazing to listen and watch different stories. The kind of feedback we get in Tennant Creek has been amazing because it really puts this sense of pride in myself and other people, because when we're watching videos that we made about our town, we sometimes forget the small things, why we love this town. But it's awesome seeing it for a video because we're looking at it from a completely different perspective. It makes people proud. What's good about community television is that it shares these amazing stories from all parts of the country that you probably would have never have heard if it weren't for this platform with ICTV. My hopes for the future with media and just Indigenous culture is that we really not only archive our language, our cultures, our customs, but also share it with the world and really dispel a lot of misconceptions about Aboriginal people and really show how beautiful not only our people are, but the land is.
The videos on ICTV come from hundreds of different contributors, all sharing their video stories. ICTV is based in Alice Springs, where we're proud to play videos from contributors living in remote communities all over Australia. ICTV is proud to present the Contributor Profiles Project, showcasing some of the amazing contributors making videos for ICTV.
My name is Trevor Shigushi. I'm from Jadajan community. I work for PACM. PACM is an organisation built around the Pilbara and Kimberleys. My role at PACM is that I am a sound engineer, so I do a lot of sounds, working with video or radio, music as well. All types of sounds, so yeah, no matter what it is, I like doing sounds. My first involvement with a film that we contributed to ICTV would be a film about the women rangers. We with Gemma Chuckabore, with plants. No, it was really good seeing the stuff I've been part of, the film I've been part of on ICTV. It's really good. Makes you want to do more. For that film with the women rangers with Gemma Chuckabore, we definitely got heaps of feedback from community members. And, it made that also...
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
That's my water!
And welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the 2021 AFL Central Australia Community Footy Grand Final Day. We're about to see the presentations after the Division 2 Grand
Allan.
Final. I think that's,
winners of the Division 2 Grand Final 2021.
We'll leave you with the announcements on the ground for now.
We got Adrian Dixon here to present the Best on Ground medal. And the Best on Ground goes to number 25 from Mount Allan, Daniel Stafford.
No surprises there.
It's just a matter of getting the right spelling.
9 goals, what an effort.
Handed off a couple.
Well
done. And just seeing him, look, he's played footy in Darwin, interstate, and town footy here. Just seeing the joy as he mixed with those blokes. This is for his home community. This is the one he wants.
That was the question we asked him last week, Stan, It means a lot to him playing for home.
Mm-hmm. Can we please have the coach of Mount Allan, Terence Brown?
Terence Brown or Terence Wilson.
The coach of Mount Allan, Terence Brown.
They got him from Yunnamoo.
Wow, good on him.
Terrific bloke. And is he happy about it as well? Adrian Dixon. Gee, what a great footballer he was, and he stayed too, handing over the premiership medal to the coach.
Wow.
He'd be really happy. Adrian Dixon, he comes from nearby community Laramba. So plenty of family here. He'd be happy as they come up now to get their medals. Premiership players one by one.
They only get this once a year, Stan.
Rico Martin. One year the kid he's got in his arms got the wrong number on, Rico. You're 19, the kid's got 5 on. He's got Liam Long's number on. He likes Liam.
Yeah.
The racehorse. There's Jonas Turner, who spoke to us after the game. Here's the racehorse, Liam Long. Correct weight, Meany Valley, correct weight.
That's it, mate. He won by long length.
Griffin Andy gets a medal. This bloke had a pretty solid game, Namaya Long. Yeah. A solid celebration too. Here's one of the many Briscoes. This one's Davey. It's going to be fun at the Briscoe Disco tonight. They'll be having a real good time. Mikey Tillmouth, great final series from him.
Oh yeah, he was good in the first half.
Here's another Stafford. Lawrence Stafford this time. Every one of these players enjoying the moment in the sun. Robbie Daniels.
And so they should, Stan. I think, you don't play in premierships every week, and this is their first.
Right, some fine footballers played for 15, 20 years and never gotten any. Justin Briscoe gets his, and now Kevin Coulthard. It's good to see the kids in the arms too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a real family affair, and you can see in the background the ladies are cheering. There's probably some sisters, aunties and nanas in amongst that crew.
Marcus Briscoe. Norman the Third.
Norm Hagen the Third. Here's the wizard. Wendell Patterson. Give us a wave of the magic wand. There it is. Just a supporter climbing the steps to see if he could sneak in for a bit of the silverware. Another Briscoe. Jared variety.
Here he is, Josiah Cook.
Yeah, cooking with gas today. BP, the quiet achiever, Brendan Pearce. Gee, he's had a long career. Well, this fellow was pretty good too, Ronson Campbell.
Yeah.
Not known as one of their superstars, but he just kept getting the ball. He's a superstar on the floor.
He's got more moves than Michael Jackson then.
He'll be showing that one off at the Disco Briscoe later. Here's the Iron Curtain, Kurt Abbott. All sorts of celebrations.
Here he is.
Stafford. There he is. Best on ground. Adrian Dixon, tall man. Probably had to get on tiptoes there to get that one over Big Stafford's neck. And here's the Premiership Cup. Stafford, one of the captains, tossed the coin at the start of the game. Here comes Terence Wilson, the coach of Terence Brown. Adrian Dixon hands over the cup. Out comes the flag, and here come the players.
Well done, eh? Well done.
The Mount Allen Eagles celebrate. And they were made to earn it too by Titjikala. Some of their supporters might have been celebrating by about half-time. That turned around quickly during the third quarter. Titjikala made a real charge at them.
Oh, for sure, Stan. It lived up to a real grand final, and that's what it's all about. You know, never think you've got the game.
Well, I'm sure that was the message to plenty of highways under 18s too.
Oh, for sure. To kick a goal after the siren, you just don't give up. Just go and play your hardest. How about that? Surioli's out there lapping it all up too.
Cheerio to Cyril and the better half Dana.
We got half an hour before the next one, Stan, I think.
We're just having a look out there too, and look, it might be hard for you to pick up on your screens, but at the back of that TIO, we go right back to the back of the crowd. There's a very tall man there in the fluorescent orange top, hugging one of the players. Paul Briscoe had a fair bit to do with this football club off the field over the years. The driving force behind it for a long time. It's good to see him out there enjoying the celebrations as well, because the foundations he laid probably had a lot to do with this. There's some great men behind the scenes in bush footy, and Paul Briscoe, one of them. And tell you what, he's a mountain of a man.
Oh,
He's head and shoulders above everyone out there. I reckon if you look behind that TIO sign right now, you'll see the big fella there just about to wander past. So well done to him.
And Stan, it would not go unmentioned, you know, people like him that, why these young fellas step up to the mark. He set the platform, making sure that the football club can have a bit of longevity, but, you know, credit must go to him and all those other people that have been involved in the football out that neck of the woods, Stan.
There it is. Mount Allen win the Division 2 Grand Final by 16 points over Titjikala. Stay with us on ICTV. There's one more to go, and it's the big one. Western Arada versus Papunya. You'll only see it here on ICTV.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
That's my water!
Yeah, has something special about it and very memorable. Because I definitely know years from now I'm going to be looking back on this as my most fondest memory. So my favourite video was the Allan or Dixon video. We travelled to Elliot for a week and did 3 video postcards there. But what was so tricky about this one was it was during wet season, so we would have to drive out to Newcastle, but the road was completely flooded.